over the edge. Feel like I'm floating through the air. The pain I felt is paid for, all is said and done. Oh, I am restricted, fixed upon the web. I need to kick the habit that my mind is breathing in. Break out, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I played it innocent, a feel of discontent. I'm finally facing it all, fearless.
Bonus coverage of Wales and Fiji, folks, here at Death's Door. They are in trouble. They are in deep trouble, our Wales. But will they score? Fiji's stolen the ball. They've just got to get it into touch. And they're going to run down the sideline. Put the ball in touch. It's over the hooter. What are you doing? Fiji's still running for it. There's a high tackle not called by the official. 80-32 over the hooter. Muntz with the ball. Driving forward, driven into touch. And that's going to be the whistle. That's going to be the game. And Fiji defeats Wales at Millennium Stadium. Chaos, carnage. Wales loses its 10th consecutive international test match dating back to the World Cup. Oh, Warren Gatland, your team is choked again, brother. Oh, my goodness. Wow. Wow. Unbelievable. 10 consecutive defeats. Wow. Fiji has proven their muster again. Beaten badly by Scotland last time out. Fiji wins in Wales. Oh, wait till the Springboks come to town. Man, it's going to be ugly. 24-19. Fiji had a try overturned with about 4 minutes left in the game. It was a forward pass. It was a right call. Fiji had a penalty, though, and kicked the points. And all the caps started when Wales scored about 65 minutes in, and the conversion was missed, giving Fiji a 2-point lead, 21-19. And from then on, Wales had to chase the game. Wow. Wow. The emotion of the Welsh players. Caleb Muntz is the player of the match, the man of the match. Well done to Fiji. Wow, we're here for the Springboks, but what an epic contest in Cardiff. My goodness. Fiji wins. Woo, how y'all doing out there? Hendo's here, James Bowie, Neville Purden, Pierre Kloski, Gypsy Backpackers, Chris Marie, Hello Tofu. Welcome to everybody back to the program. Thanks for being here once again. We are going to cover the Springboks game. You're here for pregame, but we're catching the end of this other game. I'll tell you just how quickly this game went. It's not even, it started a couple hours ago, and here we are. Not even 2 hours into it, and the game is over. Wow. Wales beaten again. They are beaten like a cheap suit. My goodness. Oh, my goodness. That's going to do it from Cardiff. Let's get back to our broadcast here. We'll get ready with the Springboks here in a few minutes. But welcome back to the program, folks. It's time for the silly hats. Time for the silly hats. There we go. Where's the seam at? Come on, get the Springboks logo in the right place. There we go. We got to get this there. No, it's got the other side. There we go. Always get it backwards. There we go. That's it right there. There we go. Wait, it's this side. It goes down. There we go. Time for the silly hats, the sorting hat. We're going to sort it out. Bucks by 30, says Johan Victor. Well, perhaps we shall see. I'm wearing an older Springboks jersey, the old Sasshole one, because this one's warm. I haven't turned the heat on in my house. It's almost mid-November. It says it's warm outside, but it's not this warm. That must be yesterday's weather. Let me just check on that and see what's going on. Come on, open up. Why is the weather not opening? Usually it opens up. Interesting. It's not opening for some reason. Any other time it opens up when I don't want to, just hover over it and it opens. But anyway, yeah, so that says it's 79 degrees. No way it's 79 degrees outside right now. It is very chilly inside my house. So I haven't turned the heat on yet. Just trying to save a little bit of juice there. Yeah, it's this time of year. Sound like something was there. Anyway, folks, let's talk about this game. We're going to get to the lineups here. Let's start with Scotland, and then we'll talk a little bit about the game. Thanks for anyone who came over from Megaphone Rugby. Appreciate you being here. So, Scotland's lineup, here we go. So for Scotland at fullback, it's Tom Jordan. Blair Kinghorn comes back from injury. Blair Kinghorn on the right wing. Hugh Jones and Sione Tupulotu in the center. Tupulotu is the captain once again. Duhan van de Merwe on that left wing. Always dangerous. We'll keep an eye on Duhan van de Merwe. Finn Russell returns to the lineup. Ben White at scrum half. Jack Dempsey, Roy Darge, Matt Fagerson, Scott Cummings, and Grant Gilchrist are the locks. Xander Fagerson, Ewan Ashman, Pierre Schoeman in the front row. Off the bench, the Sharks, Dylan Richardson, Rory Sutherland, Elliot Millar-Mills, Max Williamson, Josh Bayless, Jamie Ritchie, Jamie Doby, and Stafford McDowell. That is the Scotland lineup. Peter Jakobsen says, we're back. Chris is going from strength to strength. Thanks for your input. You're very welcome. Thank you for that. Looking at the Springboks, this is an interesting lineup. And as we discussed over on Megaphone Sports an hour ago, a little concerned about a couple things, but I'm going to trust Rossi in this one. So, Vili Leroux at fullback, Kanan Moody on the right wing, Lucanio Am and Andre Esterhuizen in the center, Makazole Mapimpi on the left wing, Andre Pollard at the fly half, Jaden Hendrickson at scrum. Quagga Smith gets the number 8 jersey again. He's had trouble with that position, struggled with it. Elric Lowe wearing the 7 jersey. Marco van Staden wearing the 6 jersey. Not been performing as well as he has in the past. Franco Mostart and Eben Etzebeth are the locks. I'm good with that. In the front row, Thomas the Tank, Thomas Dutoy, Bongyam Banambi, and Oxen Shea. Off the bench, this is a world-class bench that any team would kill to have in their starting lineup, let alone on their bench. Malcolm Marks, Gerhard Steenekamp, Vincent Koch, Arge Stamen, Sia Kalise, Peter de Steph Dutoy, Jasper Visa, and Grant Williams. Temperatures will be chilly for the South Africans. That might be a factor in this game. Just 11 degrees Celsius, which is kind of what it feels like in my house right now at kickoff. It'll also be cloudy, overcast. The official is Christopher Ridley of England. The assistant referees are Luke Pearce and Craig Evans. Pearce from England, Evans from Wales. The TMO is Ian Tempest. In fact, the best thing coming out of Welsh Rugby right now is, of course, Craig Evans. Craig Evans is an official, is the best thing that Welsh Rugby can provide for us, but certainly not the performance of the Welsh on the pitch. My goodness. Welcome to everyone's Petrus Janssen from Nigeria. Whereabouts in Nigeria? Are you in Abuja or are you down in Lagos? Where are you at? And welcome. Thanks for tuning in from Nigeria. All right, 116 people here already. 7-1 split on the bench. Dangerous or genius? Neville, it remains to be seen. Also, the question remains to be seen, is this a smart play for Rossi Erasmus to start Quagga Smith at number 8? What do you think? Okay, we'll do a poll. Let's do a poll. Good or bad decision to ST Art? All right, so is it a good or bad decision to start Quagga at number 8 is the question. All right, you got 3 options, good, bad, or no difference. Is it a good idea for Rossi to start Quagga Smith at number 8? Here's your chance to opine. There is the poll. It's up. Brian Barbarich is back. Welcome in from Durban. Durban, the city down on the East Coast by the seashore. By the seashore, where the seashells are. Yes. All right, welcome back. Arc Precision is here. Welcome to you. So, all things being equal, this is the game I consider a trap game in the Northern Hemisphere tour for the Springboks. This is the game they cannot let themselves down. England has proven that they can't put anything on the pitch. We've also seen Ireland disappoint at Aviva Stadium against the All Blacks on Friday. We have seen Wales be beaten by Fiji, and they look terrible. And the only team that's looking good right now in the Northern Hemisphere is Scotland. And so this could be the trap game. The Springboks cannot take this game lying down. They have to be serious about this. Right now, given the state of play of France, Ireland, Italy, England, Wales, and Scotland, my 2 top teams to vie this year for the Six Nations will be Scotland and France. And I think Scotland can win the Six Nations if they put it all together. That should be their focus. They should be their focus on winning it. Wolf 2016. Yes, from Dubai. Welcome in, Wolf from Dubai. It's a pleasure to have you here and join us. Thanks for the global audience. We really do appreciate it. We'll be getting going here shortly with this broadcast. It's at the top of the hour. Springboks and Scotland. So I did get a copyright claim for Ireland game. I got a copyright claim for the England game for people singing. First off, people singing in the stadium. Nobody has a copyright to that. That's nonsense. That's nonsense. But YouTube, PooTube, give me a copyright claim. I have deleted that from my Ireland broadcast on Friday. And then yesterday, the taps are being played, the bugle being played as we recognize Remembrance Day. And let's just do a moment for that, folks. Let's just take a second because they'll do it at the beginning of the game. And rather than have dead air, I'll be talking. But I'm not at the stadium, so it's not the same. But we'll take a moment here and in honor, in honor of Remembrance Day, the 11th hour, the 11th day of the 11th month. Yeah, let me just actually, we'll talk about that because November 11th is a historic date and we should pay attention to it. So let me just go ahead and find something here very quickly. I have something that I've put together. Here we go. This is from last year. Let me just pull this up. So, the 11th hour, the 11th day of the 11th month. November 11th, 1918, a day known as Armistice Day, is the date that fighting on the Western Front in World War I ended. The so-called war to end all wars was catastrophic and deadly for all involved. Shortly after the conflict ended, it became known in Commonwealth countries like Great Britain, Canada, and Australia as Remembrance Day, but it was also celebrated in France and the United States. In 1926, a congressional resolution officially named this date as Armistice Day, and it became a federal holiday in 1938. By 1947, when Raymond Weeks held the first officially organized Veterans Day, it had become clear that, sadly, the hope that the war to end all wars was ephemeral and not to be. In 1954, Congress sent a bill to the White House, and President Eisenhower signed that into law, proclaiming that date as Veterans Day. But some among us may wonder, how did this all begin? In the spring of 1915, shortly after losing a friend at Ypres, a Canadian doctor, Lieutenant Colonel John McCrae, who served in both South Africa in the First World War, wrote this now famous poem after seeing poppies growing in battle-scarred fields. In Flanders Fields was first published in England's Punch magazine in December of 1915. Within months, this poem came to symbolize the sacrifices of all who were fighting in the First World War. Today, the poem continues to be part of Remembrance Day ceremonies in the United Kingdom, Canada, and other Commonwealth countries throughout the world. In America, we celebrate that day as Veterans Day, to honor all who have served our grand nation in times of conflict and peacetime. And I read you the poem. In Flanders Fields the poppies blow, between the crosses row on row, that mark our place, and in the sky, the larks still bravely singing fly, scarce heard amid the guns below. We are the dead, short days ago, we lived, felt dawn, saw sunset glow. Loved and were loved, and now we lie in Flanders Fields. Take up our quarrel with the foe, to you from falling hands we throw. The torch be yours to hold it high, if ye break faith with us who die. We shall not sleep, though poppies grow in Flanders Field. Yeah, unfortunately, he did not survive the war. Lieutenant Colonel McCrae passed away in the First World War after penning that famous article. In the United States today, there are 18 million living veterans. 7.8 million of them are Gulf War era veterans. That's 43% of all living veterans in the United States. I'm one of them. 5.6 million are Vietnam era veterans, or 30% of our living veterans. 767,000 are Korean conflict and 1950s era U.S. veterans, and less than 100,000 of the 16 million who served in World War II are still with us, less than 1% of our veterans. And so let us not forget Remembrance Day. There you have it, folks. Just thought I'd share that with you. All right, so I'm looking at Scotland to Springboks 48. I don't think so. Johannes Vandermeer says, we know Quagga maintains a high performance standard, but is he personally comfortable number 8 against heavyweights? I don't think he is. Great One says, greetings, rugby lovers, watching from Conakry. Oh, Conakry. I've been to Conakry. I stayed in the Mercure there. In fact, I was there 1 month before coup. I just missed it. How can you lose to Fiji? Ask Wales. Ask Wales. They have a long way to go. You think that Australian rugby has a way to go. So does Welsh. Ian says, hi from Glasgow. My favorite sporting team ever is, the Springboks, not only from Proteas, are a close second. Come on, Scotland. Ian, how you doing? Ian Johnston. Timeless Memories, thank you for reading the verse for us. You're very welcome, Timeless Memories. It's my pleasure. I'm a veteran of combat, and I respect those who've served in uniform in peacetime and in warfare for all countries in legitimate militaries, not thugs in uniform, but actual soldiers who support and defend their nations. So it's my pleasure to do that small thing. I am missing right now a Today is Marine Day, Marine Birthday. The 249th birthday of the Marine Corps is today. They're celebrating that at our Veterans Organization, and I would normally be there to participate in the cake cutting with the saber, in which they give the first piece of cake goes to the youngest Marine and the oldest Marine present. Sometimes that's interesting. Sometimes you have Marines that are 17 years old. That's rare, but you get it. Usually they're 18 or 19. And sometimes you get like 70, 80-year-old Marines who get that piece of cake. It's a tradition the Marines have done for a long time with the Mameluke sword, which is a part of their tradition ever since they fought against the Barbary pirates in North Africa in the early part of the 19th century. Marines love their tradition, and with good reason. So, yeah, that's an event taking place today. Marine Corps birthday is today. Congratulations to the United States Marine Corps on their 249th birthday. They'll be getting a message from the Commandant of the Marine Corps, General Schmidt, and also from the 39th Commandant, and then also the reading of the message from General Lejeune, the 13th Commandant. Yep. Leon Cohen says -7 at Fort McMurray, Alberta. Wow, that is the northern outpost of Springbok Nation. Thank you for being here, Leon. Chris Murray. Hi, Chris from Prague. Wow. Wait, we got people coming from everywhere. Prague, Canada, Dubai. This is awesome. Scotland. Thank you all for being here. Truly a global audience. It's nice to see you all once again for the Kaiser Associate and the usual suspects. Great to see you guys. Other folks, thanks for tuning in. Leon says Semper Fidelis. Yep, always faithful. That's the Marine Corps. You can always count on them. How can you lose to Fiji, says Hendo? Well, it's a good question, brother. It's a good question. All right, so right now, let's see what people are saying. 58% say it's good. 27% say it'll make no difference, so you guys win. The no crowd is pretty low, actually, just 15. I thought that'd be higher. I question Quag at number 8. I'm not sure he's comfortable at that position. I don't question him as a player. I think he's a fantastic player. I'm a huge Quagga Smith fan, and I have been since he was a Blitzbach, but I'm concerned. The other concern I have is Marco van Staden, who has not really been performing up to what I expect from him. He's an otherworldly player, an incredible performer, and he's just been average this season. So, as MV said, he's coming back from an injury. That's true. That's part of rugby, though. But, we've seen a couple players come back from horrific injuries and have become just world beaters. Sia Khaleesi being one of them, coming back very prematurely from an injury to play in the World Cup. It was incredible. I didn't think we were going to get him. And, of course, Peter Steph Dutoy is the bionic man. I mean, his dad donated a muscle. He's got a muscle in his leg so that he can come back and play rugby. I mean, you got to love it. That's some serious love of the game right there. But he comes back, and both of them are world-class players once again. Johan Victor has the Bucks by 30. Johan De Bruin says, go Bucka. Sila. All right. Bucka 42, Scots 14. Quagga has a big heart, and he will be fine, says Leon. I agree with that. Just, I'm a big fan, but that's why I asked the question. People get a chance to answer the question. All right, so there we go. That's what's coming up. Wales loses. So, folks, man, Autumn Internationals, let me take a look at what we've seen so far this fall. Of course, last week was the first week, and the Springboks didn't play in that week, and Ireland didn't either. But last week in England, choked away a game 24-22 to New Zealand at home at Twickenham, a game they should have won, but they replaced Marcus Smith late in the game, and George Ford came in, who's a quality player, but Marcus Smith was lights out. He missed the kicks. He hit the post, and New Zealand escapes with a win they didn't deserve. Then Scotland destroyed Fiji 57-17 at Murray Field. This weekend, New Zealand goes into Aviva Stadium, and Ireland doesn't even show up in the game. They're not even there. They lose 23-13, an embarrassing loss for Ireland at home, which will cost them the world number 1 position, presuming that the Springboks win today. Then it's Australia coming back in an incredible game yesterday, which I called unbelievable. Australia coming back to defeat England 42-37, the most points they ever scored at Twickenham, and I think the first time they've beaten England in quite some time. Argentina ran riot over Les Azzurri, the Italians, 50-18. Wow. That was incredible, absolutely incredible. And then it just had France destroy Japan 52-12, but that was to be expected. A. Jones' side is really underclass. They need some help. And then we just watched Fiji destroy Wales 24-19 in Principality Stadium, or as I prefer to call it, Millennium Stadium in Cardiff. So attendance to these games is really encouraging. At the All Blacks game was 81,000, England All Blacks, 81,910 at Twickenham. Then the Scotland-Fiji game was 67,144 in Murray Field. In Dublin, it was New Zealand-Ireland, 51,700. And then yesterday's games, England and Australia, 81,329 at Twickenham. And then in Italy, not a full house, 22,358, but that's a decent-sized crowd at Udine in northern Italy. And then in Paris, it was 50,000 to watch France defeat Japan. Don't have attendance figures yet for Fiji and Wales, but it looked to be a pretty full house. Next up is Scotland and South Africa, just moments away. We're about 10 minutes away from kickoff there, and I'm going to give you the lineups again for those who tuned in late. Next weekend is just epic, absolutely epic. Next weekend we have Scotland, Portugal, England, South Africa at Twickenham, France, New Zealand. It's just going to be incredible. Those games back to back. On Sunday, I might even do Italy versus Georgia just for giggles and grins, but Wales plays Australia. Australia should be able to pull that game out as well. That's a good week, a good tour for Australia. And then the next week after that, it is Ireland hosting Fiji, Wales hosting South Africa, Italy versus New Zealand. Not quite the compelling matchups there. And Scotland versus Australia on the Sunday, England versus Japan. The final week is Ireland versus Australia at Aviva. That will be the game to watch. Ireland may find themselves in trouble, dropping the world rankings by that stage beyond number 2. But that's where we're at right now. Thanks for tuning in, folks. All right, so we got 91 votes. I'll end that poll soon. 150 people currently here. Where are you at? Let's do that. End the poll. We're going to end the poll. I'm going to say, where are you watching from? There you go. Let's see where people are watching from. Okay, start a poll. Where are you watching from? Okay, all right. Oh, that's not a poll. That's a question. Okay. I have to give you options here. Okay. I have to do this clever because I only get 4 options here. All right, ALSE, got the typo elsewhere. Okay, all right, so there you go, folks. There's a poll. Where are you watching from? Put it up on the screen. Let us know where you're watching the program from. I know a lot of South Africans are here. A lot of South Africans are abroad, but want to know where you're coming in from. We've already heard Prague. We've heard Dubai. We've heard Alberta. We've heard, of course, South Africa, and that's pretty awesome. So congratulations to the Wallabies on a great win today. Congratulations on Fiji. It is an all Southern Hemisphere. I mean, look at this. Let me take a look at these outcomes here. So we've got New Zealand over England won, Southern Hemisphere. Fiji lost. Okay, that's 1-1. Then New Zealand won. Then Australia won. Then Argentina won. That's 4-1 so far in Southern Hemisphere. And then Fiji won. That's 5-1. If South Africa wins, that'd be 6 victories for Southern Hemisphere versus 1 for Northern Hemisphere for the opening autumn test match series. Wow, this is crazy. Crazy. The Blessed Farmers in Namibia. Oh, one of my favorite places in Namibia. I haven't been there in a while. Swapo is going to lose, by the way. Just let you know that now. Wales is up the creek. Yeah, Wales definitely is up the creek. They've got some real challenges when it comes to rugby. Right. So, all right. I'll do another poll after this on who's going to win. Then we'll see what the sentiment is. And if the sentiment is mostly South Africa, then we'll see by what score. All right, so 49 people vote, 164 people here already. Thanks for tuning in, folks. We really do appreciate your support for the channel. Certainly put a lot of energy and effort into this. And, someone else is on right now. Okay. Didn't know that other person was on right now. It's an early time to be on. So what's this? Trump's cabinet list leaked? I don't know about that. That's from the Hindustan Times. Anyway. Right. So, folks, this should be an epic contest. It's the one test match I'm concerned about in the Northern Hemisphere this year. That, of course, is against Scotland. I'm not so concerned about England, although you should never dismiss any team. England or Wales, that's the other games coming up. But I'm not so concerned. South Africa. Hang on. Okay, test match results. Let me see if I can't get results. Okay, so here we go. That's cricket. I don't want cricket. Cricket's not a real game. Oh, sorry. Springboks is what I want. My goodness. There we go. There we go. Results. That's what I want to do. I want to go back to when we started with the Ireland. We got the Portugal match. All right, so that's June 7th. They beat Wales 41-13. That was at Twickenham. And they beat Ireland 27-20. Then they lost to Ireland 25-24. That was a heartbreaker. Then they beat Portugal 64-21. And then after that was Mapimpi had a good game in that game, as I recall. Then it was the Rugby Championship. Excuse me. And where's that at? That's not showing up on here. I guess because that's not it. That's odd. Why isn't the Rugby Championship on here? Anyway, that's an odd listing there, so I won't rely on that site anymore. Fleshen is giving up on rugby. Fleshen is Welsh. Storm Schwartz says South Africa. Is that your real name? I'd be like, what a cool name. What's your name? Storm. Storm Schwartz. Ich heiße Storm Schwartz. Storm Schwartz. Ja, jawohl. That's a cool name. Would you have started Sasha? Yeah, in this game against Scotland, I don't know. That's a good question. I'll start Sasha against England, that's for sure. But against Scotland, let's see. I think that that Andre Pollard has a pretty good record. So he's still the number one guy, although people seem to think it's Sasha Feinberg and Ngumzulu. I think I would still bring Sasha off the bench a little bit right now. He's going to be the starting fly half at the World Cup. Yeah, no doubt about that in my mind. Andre Pollard will be, if he's still around, will be on the bench. South Africa in, what's this? Blessings. Yeah. Hey, Yanni Johannes van der Merwe. Durban Kings. Okay. All right, so people giving the actual towns. That's pretty cool. Thank you for sharing that. Let's see. So 78% are in South Africa, 9% in Europe, 8% in the Americas, 5% in the Middle East. All right, so we got people coming in from around the world. We are just 3 minutes away from my feed. It's supposed to go live here. It better go live here, NBC, Peacock. So the Wales game, man, not a shocker. Let me take a look at my Super Brew. I want to say I picked Fiji to win the game, but I don't want to be a liar. So what did I pick? Let's go back and see. I picked Ireland to win, so I got that wrong. I picked Fiji by 4. I picked Fiji by 4, and they won by 5. Tonga let me down, though. I thought Romania was ripe for an upset, and I picked Portugal. And I picked England. I had 3 losses in a row. I did pick Argentina, and I picked France, but those were easy in my mind. Yeah, and I picked Chile. The hard games that I called for, okay. Uruguay's a good team, but I picked Spain by 5. They won by 4. I picked Chile to win by 5, but they won by 30. So those were 2 tough calls. Another tough call was, what's the other tough call? Portugal. I got that one wrong. And I picked Fiji over Wales. So it's a mixed bag for me this weekend in Super Brew. Anyway, but I did pick Fiji to win. I had them by 4. They won by 5. Oh, yeah. Yeah. All right. A little disappointing. Tonga letting me down. I'm psyched that the USA won 21-17. I thought it was 21-17, but I am surprised at that one. England just choked the game away, so I'm not going to take the blame for that. I picked Spain over Uruguay. That was a tough one, and I picked Chile. So, yeah, it could have been a great weekend. Ireland let me down too. So in a rare Super Brew, I'm about even. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4 wrong. So I need this one to go 6 and 4 for the weekend, which is not a particularly good weekend. But hey, we'll take what we can get. 179 people currently here, 67 likes. Let's go through the lineups once again here very quickly, folks. Let me turn my camera off and get this up on the screen. So, right, here you go. Scotland at fullback, Tom Jordan. On the right wing, Blair Kinghorn, Hugh Jones, and Sione Tupeloto in the center. Tupeloto is the captain. On that left wing, anchoring it down once again is Duhan van der Merwe, the South African star. Finn Russell at fly half, Ben White, scrum half, Jack Dempsey, Rory Darge, Matt Fagerson. Scott Cummings and Grant Gilchrist are your locks. Xander Fagerson, Ewan Ashman, and Pierre Schoeman in the front row. Off the bench, it's the Sharks' own Dylan Richardson, Rory Sutherland, Elliot Millar-Mills, Max Williamson, Josh Bayless, Jamie Ritchie, Jamie Doby, and Stafford McDowell. That is the Scotland lineup for today if you're tuning in late. And the vice captain is Finn Russell. Scotland has a vice captain. For the Bucks on the road, and there is Quagga with that bent nose of his. Villy LaRue at fullback, Kane and Moody on the right wing, Lucanio Am and Andre Esterhuizen in the center, Makazole Mapimpi on the left wing, Andre Pollard at fly half, Jaden Hendrickson gets a nod to start at scrum half, Quagga Smith wearing the number 8 jersey, Elric Lowe, the Tasmanian Devil wearing number 7, Marco van Staden wearing 6, Franco Mostart and Eben Etzebeth, who is the captain, are the locks. In the front row, it's Thomas the Tank, Thomas Dutoy, and then Bonga Manami, Oxenche, and off the bench, it's Malcolm Marks, Gerhard Steenkamp, Vincent Koch, Age Stamen, Sia Colisi, Peter Steph Dutoy, Jasper Wiese, and Grant Williams. 11 degrees Celsius at kickoff. That's chilly with an overcast sky. The referee is Christopher Ridley. Assistant referees are Luke Pierce from England and Craig Evans from Wales. Ian Tempest is the TMO. Let's get the score up here so we don't forget the score to get up as we start this game. 0-0. That's always a good way to start a game. Always a good way to start a game. All right, folks, we are waiting for my feed to come in from Peacock TV, and they are not there yet. Coverage begins shortly. It's supposed, is this another one of these starts at 11:10? Starting 8 minutes. We got 8 more minutes for this game to start. They did this again. All right. Don't advertise games to start when they don't start. Okay, so we still got 8 minutes. That's the lineup. Do you guys feel comfortable with that lineup? I do. I feel very comfortable. 244 people currently here. The poll is still up, folks. Where are you watching from? A lot of South Africans are tuning in. For a lot of South Africans, actually watch my program, and some of them who have SuperSport will put SuperSport on mute to listen to me. That's very kind of you. I'm very humbled by that. Good evening to Dylan Combrick, Ronaldo Jos. Hey, that's why we just surged in audience. The viewers came over from Ronaldo Jos. Ronaldo, thank you so much. Very kind of you. Appreciate that. Thank you so much, folks. We are waiting for the feed to come in. Hey, by the way, I just put this shirt on the other day. I bought this when I was in South Africa from Boulders. Penguin Sanctuary Shop. Pretty cool. Anyway, one thing about these penguins, man, people love them. They're so cute, but boy, they crap everywhere. They just crap everywhere. Always smells bad when you go to a penguin colony. They just live like pigs. They really do. They crap on everything. They have no sense of decorum. Penguins crap everywhere. Marilyn is watching. All right, she's watching live and listening to me, watching me. Stinkers, those penguins. They are, Debbie. Boy, those penguins are nasty little buggers. By the way, they renamed them African penguins because they didn't like calling them jackass penguins. Well, they are jackass penguins. Why are they called jackass penguins? Because they sound like donkeys when they bay. Anyway, did I forget to shout Fiji? Arc Precision, yeah, Fiji comes up big, winning in Wales at Principality Stadium, or as I prefer to call it, Millennium Stadium, its original name. I've been there. I've been there for soccer. I've been there for rugby. I was there for the Olympics in 2012, watching great Team GB play against South Korea. That was an interesting game. Boring. I was in the very top row at the end of the stadium on the west side of the Principality Stadium. Wow, that was way up there, man. That's nosebleed territory. And then I had pretty good seats for the 2015 World Cup. Went to a few games there. One of them, I think, definitely was the All Blacks played. I think it was against Fiji, maybe. But I'm trying to remember who they played. But I caught 2 games in Cardiff. The rest of that World Cup was in England, except for the ones that were played there. But I did catch games there. So I've been there a few times. It's a great place to go to a game. Just don't bring a car. You can't park there. You've got to take the bus in. There's nowhere to park. It's insane. But a fantastic place to go. Cardiff is a lovely spot. Great town. And when I was there for the 2011 World Cup, they actually still had the Doctor Who museum because they film it down there in Wales. It was awesome. But the Doctor Who experience is gone now, which is a shame. That was a pretty incredible museum. I really enjoyed it. Great experience and enjoyed my time down there. Also, at that time, they already had a Five Guys restaurant. Man, I was stoked. But even then, it was like 18 pounds, 18s. Hey, Reese, how's it going? Reese, good to see you there. Thank you for becoming a subscriber. Even then, they were too expensive. I'm telling you, man, it was like 18 pounds for a burger and fries all the way back then. That's insane. That's insane. We're talking, that's 2011. Good Lord, what do they cost now? They must cost even more now. That's just crazy. Oh, man. So, well, we dropped off all the, looks like a bunch of the Ronaldo fans just dissipated very quickly. They came and left, but thank you for swinging over, give us a few more views. Do appreciate that. They must not be true rugby fans. Or maybe they're going to go watch it on TV, which is your prerogative. But we do appreciate those who are here. What exciting weekend. The Condors from Chile destroyed Canada 44-14. Yeah, crazy. And then Los Pumas from Argentina destroyed Italy, scoring 50 points, getting a half-century mark today. We saw Ireland beat New Zealand yesterday. It's been really great for Southern Hemisphere rugby. I forgot to add the Condors in there. Yeah, I need to add that in there. That would make it already 6-1. That's crazy. Southern Hemisphere teams are just beating up in the Northern Hemisphere. In the USA Rugby, the Eagles beat Portugal, but both of those Northern Hemisphere, so that's a wash. Anyway, beautiful rain in Pretoria says Truth and Justice. Cardiff, definitely nowhere to park unless you pay through your nose for parking. Yeah. Even so, you don't want to be down there after a game. You'll never get out. It's crazy. It's crazy. So I always took the bus. The problem is then how do you get out of town and get back to your car safely, you know? Right. So most people are coming in from South Africa at this point. 186 people in the poll. Okay, so now we're going to do a new poll. Thank you for the 186 people who responded to that poll. New poll coming up here. This will be our third poll of the game. We haven't even started. Third poll of the pregame show. So who wins? Okay. All right. We'll see how this goes. I think I know the answer. Whoops, that is another typo. Got to work on those keyboard skills. They've gone downhill quite a bit. Used to be very good at typing. Took in high school. Trump fullback, Kamala as hooker. Says Art Precision. What else? What's this? Are they swinger? Those Ronaldo fans. Oh, are they swingers? I don't know, but they were here for momentarily, and then they disappeared on us. Chat rate is really good, though, folks. You got 9 as a chat rate. Keep it up. Keep chatting. That's drawing more people in. We do appreciate that. Thanks for being here. We're getting ready for a live broadcast here in just a few moments from Murray Field. And, I got to get that. Where's that? This is the call. So, where's this at? That's what I'm looking for. Flower Scotland lyrics. That's what I'm looking for right there. Where's it at? Yeah, proud Edward's army and sent him homeward again to think again. Yep. Irony is Edward Longshanks is my ancestor. I also have Scott's ancestry too, so I'm kind of conflicted when it comes to this song. Oh, flower Scotland, when will we see your like again? They fought and died for your wee bit of hill and glen, and stood against him. Against who? Proud Edward's army, and sent him home again, homeward to think again. Yep. Penned by Roy Williamson. Adopted as national anthem in 1997. Informal use since 1993. There you go. Oh, my goodness. Yep. Anyway, yeah. So, wow. Okay. Should be live any moment here. But, boy, they're certainly taking their time over there, that Peacock. Let's get this game going. Starting in 1 minute, it says. All right. So, waiting for it to start. Well, thanks for everybody for tuning in. I really appreciate it. Hopefully, I can give you good entertainment today as we wave our Springboks to more glory. And hopefully back to the number 1 ranking in World Rugby after today. They need to beat up Scotland badly. This is not the time to hold back and be proper and, okay, well, we won 23-17. No. You need to get a half century here and roll the score up against Scotland. We need to get that world ranking back. Right now, Ireland is number 1, but they lost to New Zealand, which is going to knock them down. New Zealand has a chance to move forward. So South Africa had better win today, and they better win convincingly. They're singing the anthems. Okay, well, we're done. So look at this. I still don't have a feed. What the hell is with Peacock TV? These bastards. And it says it started a minute ago, but there's nothing here. I've got 11:08, so I guess I'm not going to get the anthems. Well, there you go. Thank you, Peacock TV. There we go. I finally got my feed. Good Lord, as they announce the lineup. So they've already done the anthems. I missed the anthem. That sucks. And we've got both sides coming out on the pitch now. All right, so I'm looking at something here real quick. Must start back in the lineup. Okay, so, yeah, I missed the anthems. Shame. Well, I talked during the anthems. All right. Crowd is into it right now. They're enjoying themselves. Okay, I'm on a winning streak after losing 3 in a row on Super Bro. I get Italy losing Argentina, France beating Japan, and Fiji beating Wales. Now South Africa has to beat Scotland. I got South Africa by 7, but they should win by more than that. Right. This is the last test of the weekend. We're ready for it. Both sides on the pitch. Here we go. Well, Scotland wearing some interesting jerseys today. I'm liking this. Finn Russell out there. These are very interesting jerseys. I haven't seen this kit before. I guess it's special for the Remembrance Day. And the Springboks wearing a traditional sort of jersey out there. Andre Pollard gets started. Still daylight in Edinburgh as we start this game. Wait a second. That's not Christopher Ridley, is it? It is Christopher Ridley. Okay, there we go. We are ready to get this one started, folks. It's a good turnout. Yeah, probably a sellout, no doubt. We expect a sellout at Edinburgh. Here we go. 204 people currently here. Oh, beautiful, beautiful. Beautiful day in Edinburgh. And here we go. South Africa will kick off to Scotland. We're underway. Pollard kicks the ball down to the left side of the field, inside the 22, taken by Scotland with their interesting blue and white uniforms. They look like I don't know, azure. These are kind of cool jerseys, but they're different. Powder blue sort of color. Here's a kick over the top. Ben White sends this ball over midfield, taken there by Willie Leroux. He sends it back. Who's got that ball? Can't see. Now we get down to the field, the camera. That ball's tossed backwards by the Bucks. Bongia Mbonambi with the ball coming back up the midfield. He's tackled there. Hendrickson digs it out. He comes back to the center of the pitch. And Eben Etzebeth gets his first carry, but the Springboks are not getting past midfield, so Pollard kicks it high into the air. Near side, Kane and Moody's going to be there. He knocks it backwards where it's picked up by Andre Esterhuizen. Esterhuizen goes a few meters. And Hendrickson digs it out. Sends it to Etzebeth, to Willie Leroux. Willie Leroux goes wide to Mapimpi on the far side of the pitch. He's got space. Makazole Mapimpi down inside the 10-meter line. Finally tackled down there. And Finn Russell not rolling away. No penalty called. Springboks now on the front foot. But very quick response by Scottish defense as Quagga Smith gets the ball. And we're back to midfield again. Pollard kicks it down the near side. That's going to be caught inside the 22, and they're going to take the mark. Great job over there by Duhan Fandemeva, falling to his knees, catching it over the shoulder. And Scotland slows down the Springbok attack. Bad decision to kick it that far by Pollard. Had our first rain in Limpopo. Gert Gillich, welcome to you. Pierre Toski. Toski, yes. All right. Boy, the place looks sold out, ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely fantastic. Scotland kicks it forward. Good kick by Duhan Fandemeva. After taking the mark, gains 32 meters. It'll be a South African line out. Still on Scotland's side of the pitch as Bongia Mbonambi lines up for the line out. It's the first line out of the game, and it goes successfully to Elric Lowe. He's still got the ball, and then he goes to ground. He never passed it. Hendrickson from the 10-meter line. Etzebeth. Oh, he's taken down by the knees. Ball's available. Hendrickson now. Nice job there, carrying it forward over there. Esterhuizen. And a counter ruck comes from Scotland, and they nearly get it. It goes backwards, and Oxenche has it. Eben Etzebeth. Scotland's all over the place, and Etzebeth carries 3 players about 5 meters. Still going. Now he's tackled. And a penalty for not rolling away. So South Africa can take 3 early points if they choose, but Willie Leroux rushes up like you want to run with it, but no, they're going to hand it over to Pollard. What are they going to do? Corner or post? Oh, no question about it. They don't even think about going to the post. They're going for the corner. Just 3 minutes in, they go for the corner. Looks like a good kick by Pollard. Going to put South Africa down close. When Marco van Staden was blown up there, that's what happened. That's how that ball came loose in the ruck. But that was a side entry there by Ewan Ashman, who came in from the side, but no penalty called against Scotland on that part. All right, here we go. So I need to get a new carpet down here under this chair. So Bongia Mbonambi with a 5-meter line. It was a brilliant kick by Pollard. South Africa threatening, successful into the hands of Mostart. They're into a maul. The Bucks in a maul, but Pierre Schoeman's around the back of that maul. Why is he not being called? There's a penalty advantage finally. Finally, Springboks have a penalty advantage. Jaden Hendricks is going to dig it out. They're playing advantage from 6 meters out. Hendricks over to the middle of the pitch. Esterhuizen to Pollard, kicks to the wing. He's got Mapimpi over there. Will Mapimpi get in? He's in! Makazole Mapimpi! And the Springboks have scored and drawn first blood less than 4 minutes into the contest. Boka! Makazole Mapimpi, a brilliant kick. Kind of Monty Libok-esque. 46 caps. 31. He only has 46 caps, 31 tries. Wow, but Mapimpi seems like he's been around forever. A brilliant kick by Pollard. That looked like Monty Lubick. He just waited for it. And there you go. Makazole Mapimpi in the corner. Now, tough conversion here coming up for Pollard. And the Bucks are out in front early on. Wow. Not a good sign for Scotland to give up a try that easily. Makazole Mapimpi gets the scoring started. It's a perfect kick by Pollard. That's a tough conversion here. He's got 14 seconds on the clock. Pollard from the near side of the pitch. Here's the kick. He's got black boots on. He's going to miss that wildly. That's missed by about 10 meters. So South Africa are off to a 5-0 lead. So the announcers are complaining. They're saying, was that a bit too easy for my pimpy? No, the Springboks made that happen. They made that happen. All right, 5-0 South Africa. Just a few minutes into the contest. Someday Scotland will be called South Africa's B team. Yeah, exactly. All the South Africans playing for it. Wow, somehow the Springboks, did they get it? They got it. I thought they knocked it on, but they held on to the restart. And then Elric Lowe drives forward. Nice carry by Elric Lowe. Ball's placed. Springboks looking pretty good at the breakdown thus far. Just one slip up in the breakdown. Hendrickson now, box kick over the top. Here's the chase. Etzebeth is giving chase, and so is Mapimpi. Mapimpi goes up. Ooh, he could have got called there. Great job by Finn Russell to secure that ball. But going to be a penalty against the Springboks for being off their feet. Yep. Evan Etzebeth and Mapimpi dove in there. Both are off their feet. That's an easy call for Christopher Ridley. So Finn Russell will kick this for some territory. Oh, my goodness. Sign of the times to come. Imagination Freak says, yes, they did score. All right, you're behind a little bit there, buddy. 99 likes already. Keep it up. 5 for Scott. Oh, did I put 5 for Scotland? Sorry. Oh, you're telling. Oh, the score is wrong. Gotcha. My bad. Sorry. I don't have a staff here, folks. It's all on me. That's my error. There you go. All right. Sorry, that's what you meant by the score. All right, got it. And driven into touch. Yep, driven into touch is Ben White. So, going to be a line out to South Africa. Sorry about the score there, folks. Got it fixed. No, I haven't had any beer yet. The beer comes later. Springboks have a small line out here. Bongi will throw it in. And Scotland steals the line out. Bad decision by the Springboks. All their jockeying around, dancing. Scotland has numbers on the near side, but oh, what a tackle by Kanan Moody. What a brilliant tackle. Kanan Moody takes the player down. Gives the Springboks defense time to recover. Eben Etzebeth is in there now. Oh, ball pops loose. Bongi's got it. Ball bounces on the turf. Picked up by Elric Lowe. Sent over. Oh. And it's dropped by Lucanio Am. So Finn Russell kicks away. The knock-on advantage is over. Someone better pick that up, Villy. Villy back to Kanan Moody. Moody needs some help. And Scotland's defense is there. They've trapped him inside the 22. But the Bucks get there for the breakdown, and the ruck is formed. Now, Elric Lowe with a carry as Hendrickson feeds the ball over. Springboks getting a good ruck formed quickly here. Scotland fans are cheering now. No idea what they're cheering. Kick down the pitch. Hendricks, that's a nice kick. That's going to find touch. And Finn Russell lets it stay in touch. All right, it'll be a line out to Scotland. They're a little bit nervous spot there for South Africa. Need to do well in this game and get the tour off to a good start here. 221 people currently are 102 likes. Thank you for tuning in, folks. Ewan Ashman will throw this in. It's a Scotland line out right at midfield, so it's going to be easy to see if it goes askew. That one's pretty straight. Scotland comes away with it. Over to the middle of the pitch. Tupelotu's first carry. He's tackled by Pollard. And Ben White digs it out. Matt Fagerson. They come near side. Finn Russell sends it to Duhan Vandemev on the wing. He dances down to the 10-meter line. Etzebeth has him. And Etzebeth drags Duhan Vandemev into touch. It'll be a South African line out. Wow. Yeah. Eben Etzebeth showing his strength early in this game. Good pursuit by Etzebeth. He was very far away from the play and then got there and closed quickly. Came from about 15 meters away to make that tackle and drag Vandemev into touch. He had help there on the tackle by Elric Lowe. So Bongi Amanambi will throw another line out. This South Africa had a lot of lineouts. The last one went askew. This one's poorly thrown, and Ewan Ashman gets it for Scotland. We've got a problem here with Bongi today. Oh, nice pass to the outside. Scotland's got some wing movement. Here they come down the sideline. And a tackle made there finally by the Bucks inside the 10-meter line. Ball bounces on the turf, picked up by Scotland. Duhan Vandemev waits it for on the outside. He comes up, gains 20 meters, still going. Kanan Moody with a nice open field tackle there. Stops the attack. Scotland now, once again, having possession advantage and having field advantage. The Springboks really letting some mistakes slip through here. And the crowd's getting into it now as they go to the far side of the pitch, trying to squeeze through that line. That's going to be a stolen ball. That's going to be a penalty. Come on. There. Whoa. Why is it on us? Tripped over the tackler. I do not agree, Mr. Ridley. That was a clean out. That ball was taken cleanly by Elric Lowe. 10-20 in the contest, folks. They're going for the post. And Eben Etzebeth came in and said, what about the neck roll? That's why he fell over the tackler, because it was a neck roll. Let's see the replay if there was a neck roll. Hugh Jones, nice pass, dumps it off. And Tom Jordan had to reach behind himself for the play, but he got it. Well, they're not going to show us a replay of the tackle. But they're going to go TMO for the neck roll. Thank you very much, Eben. Good job as a captain there.
Well, Eben Etzebeth walked over and said to the ref, can you have a look at a croc roll to break down?
Exactly, and they're going to go the TMO now. That's exactly right. They wouldn't show us on TV, but let's see if they show the replay for a croc roll. Yep, the TMO caught it. Eben said it. I said it. All right, let's see. Christopher Ridley coming over to watch the screen with Craig Evans from Wales. Evans didn't see it. Evans didn't see it. So let's see if there's a croc roll here. Yeah, that's a croc roll.
Mostert's got a player hitting him from both sides. Doesn't look nice on his knee, but I don't think that's
and
a
he lands
roll.
on the lower limb, so it is foul play.
Yep.
And it meets the yellow card threshold for me. Are we in agreement with that?
Yep.
So we have a decision. It is foul play because he lands on the lower limb, so it's a croc roll, and it meets the yellow card threshold, so he's going to the sin bin.
Oh, yellow card early. So who got it? Did Rory Darge or the other guy? Rory Darge got it. And it's under review. He went to the bunker for the review. So Rory Darge goes out with a yellow card. Number 5 wasn't Rory Darge. It's Scott Cummings. That's all. I wasn't sure. Scott Cummings, yellow card. I thought it was Cummings because Darge was on the outside. Didn't look like he got it. So yellow card, Scotland, and no chance to kick the 3 points now. There you go. 11 minutes in now. Yeah, it's Cummings. He started it. Yeah, it's not Darge. Darge would have been harsh on. It was definitely Scott Cummings. Yep. All right. Nah, the television announcers saying they got the wrong guy. They didn't get the wrong guy. They got the right guy. It shouldn't be Darge. It was Cummings. Line out successful this time as Elric Lowe comes down with a bongi over to Eben Etzebeth. Now South Africa up a player. Chance to pour on the score. Hendrickse. Pollard. They come wide to Villy LaRue to Caden Moody on the wing. Moody down to the 10-meter line. Still going. Hendrickse digs the ball out. Sends it over to the middle of the pitch. And here come the Boka. And that's Quagga Smith. He's tackled. Hendrickse to Etzebeth. He had to wait for it, so the defense was able to respond and get there when the ball arrived. Good job by Etzebeth holding on to it. Pollard sends it to Villaroo. Villaroo kicks it down the pitch. 50-22. No, doesn't quite get there. So it'll be a Scotland line out. Villaroo picks up 26 meters, but it'll be a Scotland line out 24 meters from their own try line. Down one player now. It's a yellow card. That's not gonna meet the red threshold, but it went to the bunker for review. So yeah, that was definitely on Scott Cummings. The TV announcers disagree with me, but they're wrong. Rory Darge was just unfortunate. It was definitely on Cummings who initiated the croc roll, but then released as Darge reached up. It was already in motion. Ewan Ashman throws it in for Scotland. Line out successful, but they collapsed their own line out, so no penalty there. Now there's a penalty. What's the penalty for? Side entry? I think Elric Lowe came in from this. Wasn't Elric Lowe? Who was that? It was Mustard came in from the side. Oh, they're tackling a lifter. I missed that. Well done by Christopher Ridley. I missed that entirely. Okay. 219 people here. Wow, I'm surprised how few people were tuning in. We had 113,000 last time we had the Springboks. Interesting. Hey, folks, if you're not a subscriber, why don't you become one? It takes just a moment to become a subscriber. Help us hit the thresholds. Surprise it. There must be a lot of fake broadcasts going on right now. Let's see what, probably a bunch of people stealing the game right now on YouTube promoting that. Nope. Oh, wow. Well, those guys are doing very well. Wow, what happened to my stream? No, not many fake games today, just not a lot of people watching. So, all right. Thanks for being here. Okay, Scotland kicks it down the pitch. So from South Africa's 10-meter line, Ewan Ashby now with the line out. That's not straight, and they get away with it. Oh, Scotland got away with one. That wasn't straight on the line out. Oh, big tackle there. And Rory Darge now with the ball. South Africa just tackles made. Ball's available. Ben White digs it out. Bucks kick. Mustard nearly got his fingers on it. Mapimpi at the 22 goes up. It goes backwards. No one's got it yet. Finally, Marco van Staden grabs the loose ball at the 22, and he's tackled. South Africa has possession now. Hendricks is going to send it over to Etzebeth. Nope, Dutoy. Thomas Dutoy goes forward to the 22. Hendrickson now. The ruck is formed. Call to use it already. Kick over the top by Hendrickson. And Mapimpi goes for that one. Oh, it's knocked forward by Quagga Smith. That's going to be a knock-on. Scrum blue. All right, first scrum. Here we go. We haven't had a scrum. 14 minutes, 30 seconds in the game. Our first scrum of the game. Our first scrum of the game. So we got a scrum here. Let's see how the Bucks do with that front row. Yeah, it's a knock-on off of Mapimpi, not off of... It's also a knock-on by Quagga Smith. 15 minutes in the contest now. It's 35 minutes expiring on the clock, and we still haven't started the scrum. Imagine how long the games would be if they actually stopped the game for the scrum. The clock, that is. Bind. Set. Makazone Mapimpi. And Scotland came away with that. Call to use it. Scotland has the ball just over midfield. There's a kick from Ben White. And Pollard takes it. He's hitting the air, but we got an obstruction, I think. Yep, obstruction. So Pollard was hitting the air, but it's overcome by the obstruction. That gives Scotland a chance for a penalty here. Kick. Tupelotu's talking to Pollard. Pollard got hit in the air, but it's that screen. One of the players is down with his arm. Who is that? I can't see. Scotland player down. So, Tupelotu blew over Pollard recently. Esterhuizen had to make the tackle. My goodness. And then Pollard, let's see, he's in the air. Yeah, he was in the air when he got hit. So here's the kick by Finn Russell. And that's going to be good. 5-3. Scotland gets on the board. Finn Russell, and the crowd happy to see Finn Russell back wearing Scotland's colors. All right. Christopher Ridley wants to talk to the captains.
I've had feedback from the bunker. It is going to be upgraded to a 20-minute red card. It's because it's high danger and drops on the limb. Yes. Thank you.
Scott Cummings.
Scott Cummings is out for 20 minutes. That's a red card. 20-minute red card. I didn't think that was going to be a red card. Wow, that's South Africa will have a man advantage for another 10 minutes. Wow. That was at 10:59, so where are we at now? What's going on here? My feed froze up. Hang on, folks. My browsers have frozen. Hang on a second here, folks. There we go. My browser's all locked up here, so my goodness. I thought I was going to have to restart them all. Line out to the Bucks. Mustard comes down with it. Marco van Staden comes away 18 minutes in now, so That's going to go to 30 minutes before they get that player back. And Lukanyuam loses the ball again. That's 2 drop balls by Lukanyuam, and that ball's kicked straight into touch. Good break for the Springboks, going to come all the way back. Man, Lukanyuam has dropped the ball twice. He's touched it twice, and he's dropped it twice. Man, 5-3, 18 minutes in, red card, 20-minute red card. My goodness. So Scott Cummings is done. He's done. He won't be back, but they can replace the position. My goodness. That was harsh. But dangerous. Nonetheless, it was very dangerous. Could have torn a meniscus, an ACL, anterior cruciate ligament, something like that. MCL, ACL, that could have been a horrible injury, but that's why they gave red card upgrade. The bunker. So, wow. Really surprised because Scott Cummings did not do the neck roll. It was Rory Darge commit. No, I don't agree, Neville. I don't agree. It wasn't Rory Darge. Don't agree. That's what the TV guy said. Rory Darge, it was Cummings who started the neck roll, who pulled him in that awkward position. A big push. Wow. Penalty against Scotland here. South Africa to tap and go. They're not even going for the corner. What the hell is that? What the hell is that? What are you doing, Hendrickson? Jaden Hendrickson does a tap and go kick for the freaking corner and get a 5-meter line out. Okay. All right. That was a free kick then. My bad. Free kick. But what a stupid mistake by Jaden Hendrickson. Unbelievable. Here we go. Going to reset this one now. Fleshin, that's the rule. You can replace a player, but that player's out. That's what the 20-minute red card is. That ball's kicked forward by Scotland down the pitch, picked up by Leroux. Villeroux sends it to the near side. Kanan Moody in the middle of the pitch, running up to the 10-meter line. He's tackled there. Ruck is form. Is the ball loose? And not releasing the ball. Kanan Moody, isolated, didn't release the ball. Turns the ball over to Scotland. That's a kickable one. They could take the lead if they kick this. Are they going to go for the post? Yep. No, I don't know. They haven't indicated what they're doing yet. So they could take the lead here, but they're going to kick to the corner. Take the points, I think Tupolotu is saying. Take the points. Yep, they're going to kick for the post. Scotland with a chance to take the lead with 20 minutes in here. 10 minutes left on the red card now. 10 minutes left on the red card. Bring the gem chem. These Bucks have crap in their hands. They're discussing the 20-minute red card. Both said yes. Both TV announcers said red card, 20-minute red card. I think it is. I think it's a good idea, too. It doesn't punish teams for the behavior of one player. So, player gets punished, but not the team. They trialed that in the U.S. in Major League Rugby, and now World Rugby has gone with that rule. So Finn Russell to kick this one from 40 meters out looks pretty good. And Scotland's in front, 6-5. So, South Africa, not quite getting it right here. Not quite getting it right. Here's the restart. Wow, Scotland, the better team at the moment. Possession, territory, and score. Finn Russell on the restart kicks it from his 7-meter line into touch. That'll give the ball back to South Africa. Who, Finn Russell? Yeah, he can kick very well. Brendan Duplessis, wait for a second. Oh, okay. You were talking about the bench coming on. So here's a line out. Bongi Umbanambi to throw it in. High up in the air, and Mustard came down with it. They're into a maul. South Africa's into a rolling maul. They pick up about 5 meters, and then it stops. Bongi at the back. They're still driving forward. There goes South Africa. All right, now Scotland adjusts. And they're going forward. They're down close to the 22. He offloads the ball to Hendrickson. Hendrickson to Esterhuizen. Esterhuizen goes off one tackle. Down to the 22. Places the ball. Etzebeth. Whoa! Driven backwards is Etzebeth. And South Africa now, Jared Hendrickson goes wide, but ball hangs up there, and Moody has to wait for it, and he knocks it on. My goodness. My goodness. Wow. Crowd's loving that as Keenan Moody knocks the ball on. Jeez. Unbelievable. Moments like this in a game are costly. Wow. Huge tackle there. Was it Ewan Ashman who tackled Etzebeth? Yep. And then the ball bouncing, and then Moody looking downfield instead of at the ball, knocks it on. So all the momentum at the moment is with Scotland, and South Africa is just cocking up left and right. Poor lineouts. Dropping the ball. Bad decision making. Deliberate and dangerous foul play is a red card. Technical or accidental dangerous offense, 20-minute red card. Yes, Hendo, I think Rossi will make substitutions soon. South Africa's lost 2 of their 7 lineouts. Scotland's won all 4 of theirs. So the clock is stopped at 24 minutes and 12 seconds with Scotland leading. Boy, Ewan Ashman, a hell of a tackle on Eben Etzebeth there. So one of the Scotland players down getting treatment. I can't see who it is. Is it Ben White? No, it's not Ben White. It's Jack Dempsey. Dempsey's okay. Got his fingers taped up. Clock should restart. 6 minutes, 42 seconds left on that 20-minute red card. So South Africa's done nothing while they've had one player advantage. Nothing at all. This team is not gelling. The lineup that's out there is not working for the Springboks at the moment. Lionel Edelman, thank you for your subscription. Fagerson gets it out there. Tupelotu to midfield. He drives over. Tackle made there. Etzebeth driving. Or is that Quagga Smith? I can't see. No, it was Etzebeth. Here's a kick down the pitch outside the 22. Keenan Moody fields this one properly. Takes off. Moody picks up about 20 meters back up to the 10-meter line. Ball's available. Hendrickson to Pollard, who kicks it high into the air. 3 runners giving chase, including Pollard on the far side. It's knocked backwards by Scotland, and Blair Kinghorn picks it down the pitch. Ball's inside the 22, all the way back there. Villaroo picks it up at a 7-meter line, sends it over to Pollard, who does a clearance kick, which is not very impressive. Scotland gets the ball. Big territory gain down to the Springboks 24-meter line. Kinghorn, good job over there. The ball was lost backwards on the high ball, and then Kinghorn was there to pick up the mess. Yeah. Hugh Jones cocked it up, but Blair Kinghorn saved the day there a few moments ago. So Scotland line out, goes short to Jack Dempsey. They're into a maul, but it's going nowhere. That maul hasn't moved. Now they come out of there. Ewan Ashman with the ball. He's tackled. Ball's picked up. Pierre Skuman with a carry. Or is it Xander Fagerson? Scotland now outside the 22, and Ben White runs right into a wall called Quagga Smith. There's Pierre Skuman. Skuman inside the 22. 5 phases now for Scotland. 26 minutes into the contest. South Africa looking like cock. Scotland doing what they have to win this game at this point. Ben White sends it. Oh, he keeps it in the middle to Ewan Ashman. Ball's available. They're going to go a drop goal attempt. And it's blocked. Knocked backwards. Wow, Quagga Smith blocked the drop goal, and then it's kicked backwards. Oh, what's going on here? Trying to drag him into touch over near the near sideline here. Scotland forms a ruck. Quagga Smith blocked the drop goal attempt. And then it was knocked backwards by one of the front rowers for Scotland. And now Rory Darge with the ball. Oh, my goodness. This is an exciting minute and a half of rugby here. Thomas Dutoy over top the ball. They bring it out. They come near side. Finn Russell drops it late to Tom Jordan, who's tackled. There's Duhan Fondemover. Did the Springboks get it? The ball's lying on the pitch. Counter ruck come for the Springboks. They've got it. Oh, they stopped Scotland's attack finally. Oxenche with Tupelotu offside sends it to Etzebeth. Etzebeth Gets it to Hendrickson. Hendrickson to Villaroo. Villaroo down the sideline. LaRue kicks it forward. The chase is on. Scotland has the man up front, but look at my Pimpy close the ground. My Pimpy closed the ground. Finn Russell has it. They're going to get Kinghorn. Kinghorn releases. Wow, that ball goes into the hands back here. Pollard over midfield, down to the 10-meter line. Here come the Springboks. Down the sideline goes Pollard. He's down to 30 meters. On the ground, Jaden Hendrickson digs the ball out. Here we go. Must start with the ball. South Africa now finally showing a little bit of flair in their offense. Hendrickson back to Villaroo. Villaroo to Moody. Moody cuts through the middle like butter. Down almost to the 22. No support. There it comes. A ruck is formed. Finally get some help over there. South Africa still up a man for another 3 minutes. They need to score here as Marco van Staden drives forward. Here we come. Villaroo kicks it forward for Kanan Moody. Over the head it goes. Oh, he's got Duan van der Merwe at the 5-meter line. Scotland has the ball at their 3-meter line. Pierre Schoeman comes over to form a ruck. They're going to try to do a Bucks kick to clear it. Nearly a try there. Going to go through some phases first. There's a high tackle there. Blown off by the official. Quagga Smith had a high tackle, not noticed by the official. Ben White's going to clear it from Scotland's 5-meter line. Here's the Bucks kick. And it's going to go straight into touch. South Africa's going to have very good line-out field position, about 18 meters away, 17 meters. Whoo! Take a breath, Chris. Man, oh man, oh man. Take a breath. That was exciting. Woo! My goodness. All right. South Africa with a line-out now. Deep in Scotland territory. They've shown nothing in this game. Villaroo had a perfect kick. And it went right over the hands of Tom Jordan when he slid into it. Bongian Benambi with the line out. Oh, too far. They overthrow it. Goes backwards. There goes Thomas Du Toit. Bucka. It's a try. Thomas Du Toit picks up the mess. It's mess as the ball is bouncing on the turf and the tank gets it. Thomas the Tank, the train. Oh my goodness. Just runs in uncontested. 22 caps, his first ever try. The lineout went too deep. It went backwards. Wow. I'm surprised that doesn't go to TMO. It's ugly, but it went backwards. And Du Toit got it and just ran right through there. That's a tough one for Scotland. Their line just fell apart on that one. The Bucka up in front now, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, they're playing like shite, but that one, we'll take it. Wow, Thomas Du Toit's first ever try in international test rugby. Unbelievable. Just a lucky bounce for the Springboks there, and great work. And it's good. The conversion is good. It's 12-6 now. Woo, baby. South Africa up 12-6 now. All right, folks, 12-6. Welcome to play-by-play and color commentary here on Rugby Ascendant for this test match. As the Springboks not playing well, but now leading 12-6. Scotland had done everything they need to do. Unfortunately, got that 20-minute red card. There's a little bit of time left on that red card for Scotland. That was kind of a tough break for Scotland, what happened there. So Scotland, with the red card expiring, will bring on Max Williamson. Comes on to the game, number 19 for Scotland. He replaces Scott Cummings at 31. The restart, South Africa kicks it high into the air, and Moody gives chase, but it's knocked on. No call for knock on, but Scotland has it at the 10-meter line. Finn Russell stripped of the ball, and forward goes Xander Fagerson. He's tackled. So Scotland with the ball over the 10-meter line. Scotland has had all the possession in this half and all of the territorial advantage, but South Africa leads 12-6. And a penalty right there for not rolling away. No attempt to roll away. Who is it on? It's on Quagga Smith. Both sides wearing the poppy on their sleeve. South Africa on the right sleeve. A lot of the Commonwealth countries wearing the left sleeve. Not sure why it's on the right sleeve. So there's Williamson coming in. The red card, the 20-minute red card is over now. So we now have a full side for Scotland. Yes, well done. Indeed. All right. So Cummings is out. His game is over. He got a red card. That was a wicked red card. So, yeah, Quagga made no effort to roll away. You can see him trying to move his... No, I agree. There's no effort. He's impeding the play of the game. That's a good call on the card. So, and Rossi is upset about that penalty. Okay, they're going for the points here. Finn Russell. I think they're going upset at Quagga Smith in the booth. It was a correct penalty. He was definitely impeding the game. So Finn Russell now, he's 2 for 2. Here's his third kick to close the gap. That one's going to get inside the post. And darkness beginning to descend in Edinburgh. And it's 12-9. 12-9. South Africa needs to start playing better rugby here. 12-9. Stupid penalties. That was a dumb penalty by Quagga Smith. Wholly unnecessary. And Kane and Moody's, that's 6 points they gave away that they didn't have to give away. Here goes the restart. Pollard sends it down deep. It's taken down there by Jack Dempsey. Dempsey's tackled at the 22 by Franco Mostart. Mostart trying to get out of there, but it's irrelevant. They're holding him in. Look at him working hard to get out, and they won't let him go. So he just gives up. Whoops. And a penalty. Oh, a scrub to South Africa. It took too long. Oh, the crowd's going to boo about that.
Got timing issues at the moment, Rory. And
Wow, he took too long to get the ball out, so it's a scrum to South Africa. This is something officials have been cracking down on, and I'm not necessarily a fan of it. When a player takes forever, I get it, but Ben White wasn't taking that long. Wow. Of course, I was occupied with watching Mostart trying to get out of that ruck. So it's turned over to South Africa. Man, that's a huge mistake. 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, 5 seconds. And Eben Etzebeth prompted him by charging up the line. So it'll be a scrum to South Africa now. Wow. Yeah, the boos galore. What a blame of Scotland fans. I would boo too. All right, so you guys got South Africa winning. South Africa come away with it in the middle. Oh, look at this go. Andre Esterhuizen gets the ball down about 8 meters away. Pollard now 7 meters. Hendrickse feeds it back to the center. Willie Leroux kicks it over to the wing. There's Mapimpi. He's got it. Mapimpi's going to walk in. And Bucka. That's much better, South Africa. Willie Leroux gets it done. There you go. Brace of tries for Makazole Mapimpi, his second try of the match. Woo! That's huge. Huge. And they're at full strength. South Africa's defense, or Scotland's defense, was just out of sorts. What a great kick. What a great kick. Willie Leroux, sublime, sets it up. And Mapimpi got that barely at the fingertips. Willie Leroux gets it done again. Why in the world are we looking at retiring Willie Leroux? Wow. Makazole Mapimpi was nowhere near where the ball was kicked, and he just placed it in a perfect spot, maybe a millimeter off, but Mapimpi got it. So here's a tough conversion again. This one he gets 19-9 now, just like that as we approach halftime. That's better. Hey, Leon Rolfas. Thank you for a great show. Loving it. You're welcome, Leon. It's my pleasure. Thanks for being here. Be sure to hit the like button, folks. Be sure to become a subscriber. All right, play-by-play color commentary here for autumn test match. Scotland with a restart. It's going to go inside the 22, right down the middle. That's taken by Pollard. He dumps it off to Quagga Smith, who runs into a wall known as Max Williamson at the 22. Ruck is formed. And a penalty for not rolling away, and that's on the guy who made the tackle on Max Williamson. So Pollard going to kick for territory. 3.5 minutes remain in the first half. That's a good kick. Where's he going to find touch? Over midfield. Here we go. 19-9. All right, folks. What a crowd turnout. Chat rate is 9. We got 7,000 views. 548 people have tuned in concurrently. Thank you so much for coming in wherever you are around the world. We've been on for a while with the pregame show. Thank you. It is just 3 minutes before halftime. South Africa leading 19-9. There's the line now. Awkward, but they come away with that one. Hendrickse. Here we go. Over the middle. Nice carry there by South Africa. And Gerhard Mitchell, thank you for subscribing. Oh, it's gone forward. That'll be a scrum. And another subscriber, Niels Badenhorst. Thank you so much for that. Folks, become subscribers. Join us right here on Rugby Senate. Doesn't cost you anything but a moment of your time. Hit the like button.
That was easy.
See, that was easy. Piece of cake. All right. If you want to super chat, you'll get the bring out your dead bell. We'll play the bell. It will play the bell if you super chat. All right. 38 minutes we're approaching here. Up in the booth. Tony Brown sitting there scribbling on his pad. Not sure what he's doing. Didn't realize he was left-handed. That's good to see. Left-handers, we think with the right side of our mind. Scrum to Scotland now. Just a little over 2 minutes left in the first half. South Africa not playing very well, but still leading at this stage. Most of the territory, from what I saw, was in Scotland's favor as well as possession. They took the points on offer, and they've stayed close. Set. Ball goes into the pitch. And there is a super chat from Tian Engelbrecht. 70 Rand says, my attire is quite impressive. Scotland gets the ball. They come away with from scrum. It's over the middle of the pitch. Handed off to Grant Gilchrist. Gilchrist is tackled there. Ball sent. Is it Fagerson now? Pierre Skuman with a couple meters picked up. And Ben White goes to the outside. Finn Russell offloads that to Tupelo. Tupelo, here comes Scotland. They're out to lose. Open field play. Scotland inside the 22. They're going to go all the way. Scotland scores. Scotland gets the try. Is it Jack Dempsey? Ben White. It's Ben White. Oh, leaky defense. The Bulls mentality has crept into the Springboks. Leaky defense there, folks. Unbelievable. 23 caps for Ben White, his 5th international test try. You can see this one coming from a mile off. 4 Springboks collapse in one area, and that leaves 1 defender to cover 4 players coming up the pitch. No chance. Ben White with a try. Scotland gets back into this one. Man, oh man. Oh, my goodness. Scotland gets their first try. Man, oh man, leaky defense looking like the Bulls out there, and the conversion's good. The conversion is good. It's a 3-point game. What a cracker of a game we've got going here, folks. Scotland now, 16-19. Wow. Oh, wait. Oh, we're going to go to the booth. Was there a forward pass? Oh, it's a knock-on. Oh, it's going to come back. Oh, Hugh Jones lost it forward. Yep. That's a knock-on. No try. Oh, heartbreak for Scotland. We got to take that one off the board. Oh, that's coming off the board, Scotland. Sorry, Scotland. Oh. Oh. Heartbreak. Ooh. False Corneliuson, welcome to you. Maryland's not sad. Ooh, heartbreak for Scotland fans. It was a knock-on. It's the right call, but that sucks. What an exciting try to be taken off the board. Oh, South Africa, lucky. Better to be lucky than good-looking. Somebody should tell that Jaden Hendrickson. He's definitely not a good-looking fellow. My goodness. My goodness. Oh, what's the super chats are open? I didn't see. What's that doing down there? Hang on. I didn't do that intentionally, folks. It was a mistake. Here's the scrum. There we go. I was trying to turn that off. Turn that off. There we go. Knock on here. So what come on, Christopher Ridley, what's going on here? The crowd is booing again. Boy. Andre Esterhuizen just blowing through players every time he gets the ball. So Springboks fail to put it in touch and waste a scoring opportunity late here. And this is what they think of the officiating in Scotland.
In this half, they've scored.
They don't think very highly of the officiating in the first half. And we go to halftime, 19-9. South Africa out in front, folks. Wow. But the Springboks are lucky, man. They got a try overturned. They scored. Wow, man. Need to improve in the second half. Need a major improvement in the second half. Yeah. halftime. I think there's going to be a stinging. Yeah, I think there's going to be some butt chewing in the locker room. This is a time you go into the locker room and you're leading 19-9. You're leading by 10 points, and this is not a happy locker room in South Africa. If I'm in a Springboks locker room, there's some butt chewing going on right now because there's been some subpar performance by the Springboks out there. Scotland doing their best to hang in there. Tough break for them. Hugh Jones did knock the ball on in the tackle, and it was overturned. It was a right call. Neville says Johnny Walker at halftime. Well, I'm going to get a Frappuccino at halftime. But thanks to 500 people plus here. Thank you for being here. I think there's going to be a skinning in the changing room. Yep. This folks. So for those who've been with us since the outset, when we started the pregame on this, we talked about this, and I raised questions about Quagga Smith at number 8 and Marco Funstad at number 6. Both are doing okay. I have nothing against either player. I like both players, but right now, it's not getting it done. The only player who's playing well, I would say that Pollard, although he missed a conversion, is playing well. And only got blown over by Tupolotu in one of the tackles. Willie LaRue is playing well. And Makazole Mapimpi is playing with fire in his gut. He's really playing with fire in his gut. He hasn't made much of an impact on defense, but he has certainly made a pest of himself on the high ball, which has challenged Scotland. And he's put himself in the right position twice now to get those catches where the ball kicked to him from Pollard and also from Willie LaRue. So Eben Etzebeth playing pretty well so far. Elric Lowe has made some good plays so far. And Hendricks is doing an impressively good job at scrum half, although he made one stupid play doing a quick tap and go. That was dumb, to say the least. So it's evening setting in Edinburgh. Sun about to go down on the stadium, Murrayfield. And we got another subscriber. Thank you for that. Otto Myers become a subscriber. Bye donkey. Oh, he's become a member. Sorry about that, Otto. I salute people for membership. As a retired colonel, when do I get to salute soldiers? Rarely these days. So I salute you. Oh, we're at 7,400. We picked up a few subscribers. Thank you for that. I say with 500 people here, we ought to be able to pick up a few more subscribers than that. Feel free to subscribe, folks. Doesn't cost you anything. It's not like YouTube tracks you. Don't worry about it. Just go ahead and do it. We have a B team. I agree, James. It's not good. I would be coming out with Khaleesi, Peter Steph Dutoy, and Jasper Visa to start. Well, I mean, maybe not take Elric Lowe out. I don't know. It's just something's not right out there. Something is not right at the moment, and it just isn't working. Thank you, Marilyn, for the comment on my commentary. The Bucks look scrappy, and Rossi looks like he's breathing fire. He is going to breathe fire in that locker room. To be fair, Scotland has been playing fairly shady. Charmaine, Scotland has actually been playing pretty well of late. So this is the one game I was concerned about in the autumn test series was this game, South Africa against Scotland. Not concerned about England or Wales, but this is the one. Cameron wants to know the red card. The red card was for a croc roll. It wasn't a traditional croc roll in which the guy grabs his neck. You can see him pull him under. What happened is that Scott Cummings from the ground reached up and grabbed him by the neck and pulled. His arm slid off as he pulled back and he fell back. And then Rory Darge from the side reached up and grabbed him by the shoulder. The TV commentators and a couple of my viewers said that Rory Darge should have gotten the card. I said for sure it was a yellow card because it was dangerous and it was a croc roll, but I said it was on Scott Cummings. And they went to the bunker for review, and it was deemed a 20-minute red card. So after 20 minutes, Cummings doesn't come back, but you can replace the player with this rule, which is relatively new for those in the Southern Hemisphere. It was trialed in Major League Rugby in the United States, where they tried this the first time, and I initially wasn't sold on it, but now I'm kind of sold on the idea. It's good not to punish a team for the actions of one of their players. Thank you, Otto, for becoming a subscriber. It is good not to punish that team for an entire game because it just changed the tempo of the game. One player made a mistake if it was tough break or a tough situation, but if it's intentional, then as one of our viewers described, then you get the red card the rest of the game. So anyway, Peanut for president. Yeah, Peanut has been euthanized. He's not around anymore. Yeah, Scotland always played disruptive rugby. It's red because he fell on Mustard's leg. Yep. You're welcome, Cameron. My pleasure. Now, look, I'm not saying I'm right, and I'm not saying that they got it right or my viewers got it wrong. Just saying that's kind of how it was. So anyway, but evening has descended in Scotland, and it'll be dark when they come back out on the pitch. Right now, South Africa leading 19-9, and they're fortunate to be leading 19-9. Scotland, I've got South Africa winning by 7, so a 10-point margin gives me 2 points in Super Brew, which I could really use after Tonga, Portugal, and England let me down earlier today in Super Brew. All right, folks. Sunday specials for crabs. Maybe I'll get some crabs today. I wasn't in the mood. Blue crab special. Oh, $20 off. Oh, you got to give me a second here, folks. Got to give me a second here. $20 off. I got to call and get those. Okay, I got to get me some crabs. Can you guys forgive me there? You guys don't mind that, do you? All right, so, yep. All right, so let me see. See if I can call these guys right now. I'll stick with you guys and see if they answer the phone. If they got any large left, okay. Sunday blue crab special. This is the end of the season. They're running a bit later than usual. Usually the crabs from Maryland don't run this late, but hey, if I can get them today, this will be over at 1 o'clock. Let's go for a 3 o'clock pickup on the crabs. How's that sound? They're not answering the phone. Do they want to sell these crabs or not?
You've reached the Grappling Crab Shack. Our current fall hours are Friday. Hey, Crab.
Hello, is it Tessa?
It's Chelsea today.
Oh, Chelsea, I can't hear her. Hey, Chelsea, sorry, you guys sound the same. Hey, I see you got $20 off. You got any large left?
We do. Would you like a dozen?
1 dozen large, 3 p.m. How's that?
3 o'clock. You got it, Chris.
All right, we'll see you then. Thanks. Bye-bye.
All right. Bye-bye.
All right, folks. Steamed crabs it is. Steamed crabs it is. Bring those super chats. I got to pay for those crabs. They're not cheap. But Arc Precision says you don't want crabs. It's okay, man. I've got some alcohol if we get crabs. Yeah, Roy Nortkia missed in the lineouts. Yeah, the lineouts are looking pretty shady, aren't they? Michael Crawford, Rossi's going to give them what they. Yeah, they're going to get ripped in that halftime. I still say 20 plus. We stop making. Well, I agree with you, Charles Van Alsten. Charles, of course, from my other channel, my political channel, my news channel, is the voice of reason. Charles, 100%. I agree with you. If we stop making stupid mistakes, then we'll do better. I mean, Keenan Moody has not looked good out there. I'm sorry, he's not looked good. I know Bulls fans love Keenan Moody. I was high on Keenan Moody, and I still am, but he's not getting it done right now. So we don't have really people on the bench that can replace him. So what do? We're kind of stuck with that. He's going to have to pick it up. Maybe changes in the middle will make a difference, but I think Elric Lowe has been playing well. Quagga and Marco come out. We put Sia and Peter Steph Dutoy in there, and I bet you we see a huge change in the game. Charmaine says, it's okay, we're adults. We can disagree with you and still stalk your channel. Walk like a Maryland crab. Cameron says, just correct me if I'm wrong. Just got in and saw a few highlights. Did Scotland not score a try? They did, but it was overturned. Hugh Jones, before that try got set up, was tackled. And when he was tackled, he dropped the ball. It was a knock on. The TMO saw it. I missed it. I didn't see the knock on. So good job by the TMO. And that was an exciting try. Ben White. And unfortunately, they look like the Springboks defense looked like the Bulls defense out there for a moment. Yep. So it was overturned. That try was overturned. Where do they catch the crabs? In the Chesapeake Bay. That's where they catch the crabs. Yep. What else we got here? It's old crabs. Discount giving it away. They're not old. They came in today. They don't sell crabs except on the day that they're caught. So those crabs are caught this morning. They're picked up on a truck and shipped up here from the Chesapeake Bay. That is a good 2+ hour drive, 2.5 hour drive coming up. And they're put on ice and then they are steamed. Fritz says the Bucks play like that. They play without a play and have no support. Yeah, they're not. Notice there's a lot of times, like I mentioned, Keenan Moody goes forward and there's no support, and they're lucky to get there to form the ruck. That's happened on a couple occasions. Etzebet's playing well, though. And who else is playing well? Andre Esterhuizen is playing. He's the best. He's the man of the match so far for me. He's just killing people out there. Andre Esterhuizen is amazing. So, sorry. I'm looking to see if I had something important there. It's not important. So, 500 people currently here and 191 likes. Can we do better than that? Can we do better than that? Come on, you guys can hit the likes.
That was easy.
I mean, I just made myself poor. I bought crabs. They're incredibly expensive, man. You can at least hit the like button. Yeah, so they're running through highlights on the television right now, but definitely need this the South Africa side to get their act together. They have not played fluidly in the first half. If they begin playing anything like the Springboks, it's just going to be a rout. Now, think about this. Let's put this in perspective, okay? Let's just put this in perspective right now, okay? The African Idiot just given 140 Rand super chat. Thank you for that. And why didn't I get a sound on that? I should have got a notification of a sound. What is going on here? It's on. Well, that's odd. I did not hear that sound. Turn it back on. That's weird. So the alert box, it should be there. That is very strange. Odd. Don't hear any sound. Huh. Interesting. It says new simplified settings. They're not so simple. Lukanya Am is worse. Yeah, I got you, Andre. Lukanya Am is terrible out there. It's terrible. Kanan Moody and Lukanyam are playing very poorly. Yep, I'll agree with that. Both playing very poorly. Thank you for the super chat, African Idiot. Do appreciate that. That will pay for 1.5 crabs. 1.5 crabs. And by the time YouTube pays me for it, it will be November 21st. No, that'll be December 21st by the time I get paid for this. Yeah. So that'll be a Christmas present. The crabs will be done. I could probably get some Louisiana or North Carolina crabs. Boy, the Scotland Stuart McGregor talking to they don't look very jazzed up in the Scotland locker room. They look kind of like, we have to go back out there. Springboks are all huddled up. We really can't see how they're looking. Is that Cheslin Colby sitting there? Looks like Cheslin Colby sitting there. Can't really tell. His face is buried in his parka. Boy, the South Africans. And that looks like Monty Lippick from behind. Wow. So, not sure if that's who it is. Megan Kelly over here saying something to Hakeem Jeffries. Letitia James. Politics. Oh, that's a beautiful shot there. Can I get it on my phone? Because I can't do it with the screen. Oh, come on. That's a beautiful shot there of, come on, Murrayfield. Oh, got a great shot of Murrayfield. There you go. All right, so let me pick that up on the screen so you guys can see it. I can usually do a screen capture, but not with Peacock. Okay, there you go. That's what Murrayfield looks like right now. What do you think? That's gorgeous. That's gorgeous. Oh, here we go. There you go. Beautiful. Scotland. YouTube has been dodgy. It has. Something weird's going. Yeah, YouTube has definitely been dodgy. People have been having lots of trouble. A lot of trouble with it. That's going on. I think they're having growing pains. Lack of leadership. You mean on the pitch? I don't know about that, Brenda and Alistair Hunter. Welcome to you. I'm not sure. Yeah, it is a beautiful picture, Garrett. I'm not sure if it's a lack of leadership. Eben has been out there leading. Certainly, we had a penalty overturned because Eben saw the croc roll, which led to the card. And he went up to Chris Ridley and said, "Hey, what about the croc roll?" And he said, "Hang on." And then the TMO went and called it out. So there you go. 511 people here. Thanks for being here, folks. We do appreciate it. Waiting for the second half to get started here. South Africa needs to up their tempo in the second half, and we'll see if the bomb squad comes out. If they come out to start the second half, that'll be a statement. If they come out in the first 5 minutes, that's a statement. If they come out after 50 minutes, not a statement. So we'll see what happens in the second half. Murrayfield, or as they call it now, Scottish Gas Murrayfield. Sorry, it's Murrayfield to me. All right. So YouTube is running updates. Yeah, the app, they keep changing things. What I don't like now is they do this with the app. So let me just get into YouTube real quick for this broadcast. Let me see if it comes up on my app. They're offering me premium for 2 months for free. No, thank you. All right, so I don't want to get a copyright for someone else's channel. So let me go to my channel. And what happens is, okay, so here's the thing about the trolls, okay? Oh, that's an ad. I got an ad. That's good news. Chance to make some money. Okay, so here's YouTube. So when you reduce it to this, it used to be you had a different way to close it. Now you can only close it that way. It's kind of annoying. They keep changing the app. It's very, very frustrating for users. So teams are coming back out on the pitch now. Okay, here we go for the second half. Let me take the halftime marker off, and we get ready for the second half. Okay, got to remember to take the halftime marker off. Often forget that. All right, second half, getting ready to get started. Courtney McBride gave a super chat. Hope you show a Cal game sometime. Hey, Courtney, how's it going? It's our favorite postal worker here in America, Courtney McBride, a naval reservist. Thanks for watching. Yep. Okay, we're back out on the pitch for the second half. It doesn't look like any changes so far, but look for changes quick in the second half here. Oh, RJ Snyman's out there. He's out there. There's one change. Snyman is out for South Africa on the pitch. I'm going to guess he replaced probably Mostart. So they're not mentioning any changes, but there's Snyman with his silly mohawk. All right, so here we go. Waiting for the second half to get started. Moments away. Matthew Dixon trying to start something. So Scotland kicks to South Africa to start the second half. We're waiting for TV timeout here. Whistle blows and we're ready to go. Christopher Ridley doing a good job out there as official. So Blair Kinghorn is doing this kick. Kinghorn kicks it down to the right-hand side in front of the 22. And it bounces off of RJ Snyman, and Scotland has the ball. Oh, R.J. Slayman's first action on the pitch is to knock it on. Knock on. It'll be a scrum to Scotland. Wow. Wow. So Mustard is out, replaced by R.J. Slayman to start the second half. Oh, it bounced off of Quagga Smith's face. That's what happened. Yeah, Slayman got a fingertip on it, knocked it off Quagga Smith's face. That's what happened. Not a good start to the second half for South Africa. Not a good start. Scrum for Scotland inside the 22. Here we go. 19 meters, 20 meters, 21 meters away. 41 minutes in. Just a minute gone. Set. Ball's in the pipe. And they bring it out. There's Tupelotu. Tupelotu picks up about 5 meters. He's tackled by Esterhuizen. They're going to come back to the middle. That was a good shot for a drop goal, and they throw it away. It's picked by Elric Lowe. Elric Lowe, what's the call? That's not a knockout. He kicked it. Was there a penalty? Was there a penalty? So, must have been a knock-on because it's a scrum. Didn't see the scrum. So, Scotland gets another scrum. My goodness. Well, the Scotland fans are jazzed, even though they're losing. Love being on TV. Kids got their faces all painted out there. My Pimpy's ready for another try, says Robert. Okay. YouTube got a connection to Epstein. I don't know, Groenlizza. I don't know. Scrum to Scotland once again. And it collapses. A penalty on South Africa. Oh, our scrum is killing us. Wow. Wow. Went straight to the ground. So that's a penalty. Scotland can score here right in front of the post. They're going for the post. Shot called. I mean, you got to take that. That's 3 points are just a gimme. So Finn Russell gets a chance to put him up to just a 7-point difference here with a conversion. Wow. Man, South Africa's got to clean up their game. Bad start to the second half. A bad start to the second half. Sorry, I'm responding to somebody. Kick is good. Finn Russell puts it through, and it's 19 now. Well, I lost a lot of people because I stopped talking for 30 seconds. Good Lord. So 19-12 is the score now. Here comes the restart. This South Africa side is not getting it done. You cannot. This is the trap game I was worried about. So the restart, and then Scotland kicks it into touch. Gregor Townsend up in the booth. So South Africa with a line out here. They got to improve here. Bongi's had some terrible line outs. This is at the 10-meter line. This one's better. And Elric Lowe comes down with it. They come away. And there goes Andre Esterhuizen running through Scotland players again. Hendrickse. R.J. Slayman running through players. Oh, nice offload from the ground to Lukhanyo. This time Lukhanyo holds on to the ball. South Africa down to the 22. Esterhuizen. Pollard kicks it through. The chase is on. Who's going to get there? Scotland gets there. Inside the 5-meter line. They're down there. All right. Springboks. The ruck is formed. Scotland going to go for a clearance kick here, no doubt. They're at their 5-meter line. Pick and go. They're going to go through a few phases, apparently. This is a very deep try zone, so they can get a lot of space to get a good kick here. Finn Russell arguing for players to get in position. And Thomas Dutoy with the tackle there, along with Elric Lowe. Elric Lowe doing a great job here for the Springboks. Now, Finn Russell drops back. It's going to be a clearance kick, call to use it. Actually, the scrum half kicks it. I think it's a bad idea because it goes virtually nowhere. Russell had a better angle. Here come the substitutions galore. Jasper Wiese, Sia Khaleesi, Peter Steph Dutoy, Gerhard Steenkamp, Vincent Koch, all ready to come in. My goodness. Oh, here they come, the bomb squad. 3, 4, 5, 6 players come on the pitch. Woo! Peter Steph du Toit, Jasper Wiese, Gerhard Steenkamp, Vincent Koch, and Sia Khaleesi. We clean house there. Malcolm Marks is in too. The whole front row goes out. 45 minutes. I told you that would be a statement. Here's the lineup. Malcolm Marks now just 12 meters away. RK Stamen comes down with Springboks into a maul. Malcolm Marks at the back. My Pimpy is waiting for the ball. Malcolm Marks falls to the ground. He gets back up. Hendrickson digs it out. He drops it. Hendrickson knocks it on. Oh, my God. Talk about throwing up. Get Grant Williams in there. Why didn't Grant Williams go? Oh, we got to fight. Etzebeth. Oh. And Xander Fagerson are going at it. Oh, my goodness. Etzebeth and Xander Fagerson tossing each other to the ground. I have no idea what that was all about. The entire bench came on except for Grant Williams, and that's the one guy that should have come on. My goodness. All right, he's calling them over to talk to both captains now.
The behaviour after the whistle isn't acceptable. It has to stop, especially your actions. You threw him on the floor. It's a penalty against you to restart.
Penalty against you?
Team.
So Eben Etzebeth gets a penalty against his team. So South Africa have the ball 12 meters out in a line out, and now Scotland's going to have the ball down the field. Stupid mistakes. It's a 7-point game. Get your head out of your ass and start playing rugby. Unbelievable. So Malcolm Marks comes in for Bonga Manambi. Gerhard Steenkamp comes in for Oxenche. And Vincent Koch comes in for Thomas du Toit. And then our 6, 7, 8 now are Sia Khaleesi, Peter Steph du Toit, and Jasper Wiese. Ewan Ashman now over the 10-meter line. Etzebeth steals it in the line out for South Africa. There goes Peter Steph du Toit. This first carry dragging 3 Scotland players for 5 meters. Hendrickson to RK Snyman. He dumps the ball back into the hands of Pollard. Pollard dances down inside the 10-meter line. South Africa now, much more exciting flair. Hendrickson. Peter Steph du Toit wearing that 21 jersey drives forward. Hendrickson. South Africa now, just pure brutal rugby going forward. Hendrickson over the middle again. South Africa going through multiple phases. Must be 7 now. Hendrickson, Pollard, and Peter Steph du Toit charges in. He gets tackled there, but nice carry. Ball's available for Hendrickson. RK Snyman tackled immediately. So Scotland's defense is up to the task so far. Knock on again by Hendrickson. Get Hendrickson out of there. Another knock on by Hendrickson. What's that, 4? And a little fight going on again here, 47 minutes in. 9 dropped the ball. Yeah, Eben Etzebeth is becoming a problem at the moment, but there's no choice. He's stuck out there the rest of the game. My goodness. 47 minutes, 47 seconds, 19-12. Scotland's in this game. South Africa is not performing well. We brought the bomb squad on, and we've still got Jaden Hendricks out there knocking the ball on time and time again. Crouch. Bind. Set. Center of the field from the 10-meter line, and it collapses. Going to reset it. (48-25), resetting the scrum now. Rossi told Eben, make him angry so they lose composure. Maybe, but he's getting himself in trouble with a stupid penalty. We were in scoring position, and now, we took all the momentum away from bringing the bomb squad on. You bring the bomb squad on, you score quickly, you really have an impact. Here's a reset in the scrum. Bind. Set. South Africa drives forward, and they win a penalty. And Hendrickson wants to go quickly now. Tap and go. Hendrickson, here we go. Free kick. Hendrickson comes to the near side. Etzebeth drives through 3 players, finally tackled. Hendrickson over to the middle to Arge Sneeman. Sneeman offloads to the Pollard. Pollard to Villarreal. Villarreal. Finally, we got some movement on the outside. Lucanio up down to the 22. Back to Esterhuizen. Esterhuizen throws it away. Nobody was there. Peter Steph-Toy jumps on the ball. South Africa regains possession. Ooh, that was sloppy. That was sloppy. South Africa has the ball, but they lost the momentum. Oh, Malcolm Marks drives. He's tackled. Looks like he's added more ink to his body. Villarreal comes all the way out to the wing, but Makazole Mapimpi has it on the way. He kicks it forward. Oh, and it's going to go into touch about 3 meters out. Or was he in touch back here? What is the call? What is the call? Mapimpi's having a better game than he had last few times out. Come back to 10-meter line. It must have gone in touch. I didn't see. Mapimpi didn't go into touch. Oh, it went straight into touch. Okay. All right, went straight into touch. But it comes back from that point. Not from their mark. He kicked that from about 15 meters away, not from freaking... All right, we got a player down. Is it Ewan Ashman? For Scotland, getting some ice on his back. Clock has stopped at 50 minutes now. All right, Springboks need to take this moment to get their act together. Etzebeth taping up his shoe out there. His boot is got a little challenge out there. So he's taping it up right now. $12:22 here. It looks like it's raining outside here on the East Coast. 50 minutes into the contest. 13,000 views. Give them a few minutes to settle, says Chris Murray. Yeah, they need it. They need it. So they've got plenty of time here to get their act together. It's a knock-on by Scotland. What? He's signaling knock-on by Scotland. I'm confused. Oh, the crowd singing. Na, 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 na. That's pretty good. Pretty good by the crowd. All right, 50 minutes here. All right, here we go. South Africa's yet to score in the second half. It was a knock-on by Scotland. I missed that one entirely. Good officiating. Clearly, I didn't see it. Here we go. 50-10, the clock restarts. South Africa needs a good scrum here. Brand new front row. They performed poorly in their first scrum. The second one, they got a penalty. Here's their third scrum since they came on. Set. Ball's in the pipe. South Africa drives them forward. The whole thing collapses. No penalty called here. Hendrickson digs it out from outside the 22 over the middle. Long pass to Lucanio Am. Lucanio Am does a dummy. Goes inside the 22. Still going. Lucanio Am down about 17 meters. Hendrickson lost the ball behind again. Hendrickson knocks it on again. Get him out of there. Scotland coming down the sideline. Here they come. Kicking forward over midfield. Will Villarreal get there first? He does. At the 22, Villarreal gets the ball but doesn't release. It's going to be a penalty against South Africa. Oh, no, it's against Scotland for being off their feet. Get Jaden Hendrickson out of the freaking game. That's 5 knock-ons. We got saved by excited play by Scotland. And Pollard kicks it back down the pitch. We give up 30 meters of the field, 40 meters. Another 5 knock-ons by Hendrickson. Unbelievable. Villarreal got there and saved it, but then the Scotland player just went right off their feet and dove on the ball. You can't do that. So line out for the Bucka. Arge Sneeman's got 10 handlingers, 5 of them by Mackenzie. There's Sia Khaleesi's first carry. Jaden Hendrickson with 5 of those. Here's a kick by Pollard high into the air. Mapimpi on the wing chasing it. No, it's Kanan Moody comes down with it. Brilliant job by Kanan Moody. Picked up by Peter Steph-Toy. He turns and gains about 5 meters before he's tackled. This is much better stuff from South Africa. Kanan Moody, great job over there. Jasper Wiese with his first carry. We're on the Scotland side of the pitch. Pollard sends it wide to Khaleesi, who tips the ball to Mapimpi. Mapimpi dances, runs into 3 Scotland players, and he's finally tackled. Hendrickson sees some space on the outside. Malcolm Marks, throws his shoulder into him. And that's going to be a penalty against South Africa if he doesn't give the ball up soon. Khaleesi digs it out. Playing scrum half over to Gerhard Steenkamp. Steenkamp is tackled outside the 22. South Africa needs to get something here. Arge Sneeman. Ball comes loose. Scotland picks it up. Oh, my goodness. Another handling error. Tupelotu and Blair Kinghorn kicks this down the pitch. Chase is on. Who's going to get there? My Pimpy will get it around the 22. So my Pimpy is going to run with it up over the 10-meter line. Runs into, oh boy, Pierre Skuman takes him down at South Africa's 10-meter line. Skuman with a big tackle there on my Pimpy. Jasper Wiese now driving forward. Ball's available. Ruck formed. Hendrickson. Why is Hendrickson still in there? I do not understand this. Grant Williams is a far superior scrum half, and Hendrickson is playing like shite. Villeroux kicks it down the pitch, looking for the 50-22, bouncing inside the 22. In front of it, there's Finn Russell. High into the air. Villeroux is going to get it back here. He can't take the mark. It bounces, goes back to the 5-meter, back to the try line. He picks it up back there, and he kicks it into touch. That was a tough break for Villeroux. Do you take that or not take it? It was a nice kick there by Finn Russell. So Scotland's going to have a line out here as Craig Evans marks the line. Duhan Fundamental with the dummy. He's not going to bring it in play. Yeah, that thing was just blowing all over the place. Villy was in a tough spot, picks it up at the try line. That is a great kick by Finn Russell. And a good job by Villeroux not to panic there. Bucks give them, what does this give them? Horns, yeah. All right, so 19-12, folks, here. 53-49. The clock is stopped right now. I don't know if we got another injury or what's going on. South Africa having a conversation here. Scotland's going to have a line out. They're a bit out of sorts for South Africa. They've had moments of brilliance here, but haven't turned it into points. Gregor Townsend up in the booth looking a little bit pensive. 20-minute red card. Yeah, that finished in the first half, Cameron. That red card is gone. So it's 15 aside right now. How is this? Okay, Malcolm Marks is asking a question to Craig Evans. I'm like, it's not your line. What are you doing over there? All right, here we go. Scotland was a good kick by Villy. Got it almost to midfield, so it's a 45-meter line out. And look at Ewan Ashman moving around. Ewan Ashman moved. He moved the spot, and then got the South African side to have to move. They go short to Skuman, and then they bring it back to the middle of the pitch. Scotland comes up to Tupelotu with a carry. Gets it down to about 43 meters. Scotland, nice offload there. Duhan Fundamental nearly gets through, but Etzebeth chase him down behind, but he gets short of the 22. Gains about 20 meters. Great job by Duhan Fundamental. Sia Khaleesi now makes the tackle. Fagerson with a carry. Scotland at the 22. Pierre Skuman. Skuman does a dummy, goes forward. Tackled by Peter Steph du Toit. Scotland now looking impressive. Here they come out wide to the near side. Tom Jordan carries it. The crowd on their feet. They're just 10 meters away now. Scotland driving. Khaleesi with a tackle on Dempsey. Pick and go. Down to 3 meters. Scotland's driving. But Vincent Cook is there for the tackle. 4 meters away. Scotland goes over the middle. They knock it on. They knock it on. Scotland does in front of the post. Oh, heartbreak. Matt Fagerson couldn't quite grasp it. Jasper Wiese disrupting everything by charging through there. Whew, man. Boy, Duhan Fundamental just, thank goodness that Etzebeth got him from behind, because I don't think Moody was going to be able to stop him. Just brilliant work. And it was Gerhard Steenkamp missed the tackle, but Etzebeth grabbed his jersey, then chased him from behind, did the hammer over the top, and Duhan Fundamental did a great job holding on to that ball a few moments ago. My goodness, that was brilliant. But Fagerson just missed it with a charging Jasper Wiese coming at him. So South Africa will get a scrum right in front of the post. Matt Fagerson upset with himself. He knows he could have tied the game right there. So Leo Vermaak, Petrus, Kokomor, Pete Brossington, Psychoanalytic Thinking, and Sasha Hennies all got memberships. Cool Beans, thank you very much for that. Okay, so once again, South Africa, it's better to be lucky than good, I suppose. And why is Jaden Hendricks still in the game? My goodness, this is Jaden Hendricks I know. Unreliable. That's why the Sharks suck. Oh, did I say that out loud? Gonna get a hiding from Durban, am I? South Africa for the scrum. Oh, what a big surge. They get a penalty on the scrum. Penalty advantage for South Africa. Brilliant. That's what we want to see in the scrum. Peter Steph du Toit is upset with the Scotland players about something afterwards. So Pollard's going to be able to kick this for some distance, and we get out of jail free. Whew. Springboks get out of jail for free. Thank goodness on that one. My goodness. Here's a kick by Pollard. That's going to give South Africa a line out. Where's the mark? Oh, no. He touched the line. That's not live. So Kinghorn got that ball at midfield and touched the line with his boot. Brought it back in. So South Africa doesn't get anything from the penalty. It's going to be Scotland's ball. They go wide. Hugh Jones overthrows Duan van der Merwe. He had a straight line for a try. Another mistake by Scotland. Scotland is now replicating what South Africa did in the first half, making dumb mistake after dumb mistake. Let me see if Kinghorn made that good. Oh, it was good. He wasn't in touch. What a brilliant job by Blair Kinghorn. My goodness. But unfortunately, Hugh Jones launches it over Duan van der Merwe's head. And he was untouched. Only Willie LaRue was back there on defense to stop him. And with a head of steam, Duan van der Merwe, my money's on it. Okay, line out to the Springboks. They go short and they lose it. Etzebeth knocks it on. And so Scotland has it. Jack Dempsey dancing around out there. They kick it to the wing. Waiting out here in the wing is Tom Jordan. Back inside, Hugh Jones dancing the Springboks. No tackles. What the hell's going on here? Hugh Jones down to 7 meters away. What is going on here? Where's the defense? Scotland throws it away. It's back to the 22. Lukanyu comes back there. Makazole Mapimpi, Kaden Mooney. No tackle made on Dempsey. Scotland now has the ball midfield, or middle of the field, I should say, not midfield. Going forward is Xander Fagerson. They're playing a penalty advantage for offside, no doubt. South Africa scrambling to get back. Scotland playing advantage from their 22. Hendrickson on the tackle. Oh, Duan van der Merwe throws Steenkamp away. Then he slides off Malcolm Marks. It takes Etzebeth to take him down to the 22. They go outside. They throw it behind Finn Russell. What a great pass by Finn Russell. Intercepted by Willie LaRue. The ball is still live. My goodness, what is going on out here? This is some rugby to see here. Sloppy stuff. Scotland still with the ball. Play and then behind Tupelotu. We're going to blow the whistle on that one as the ball squirts back to midfield. Going to play an advantage over here. I think offsides on South Africa. Like 2 minutes ago. 58 minutes in the contest. So it all started with Eben Etzebeth unable to secure the line out. Crowd going nuts right now. So what are we going to have here? They kick to the corner. They did kick to the corner. Mapimpi, is he coming out? Oh, yellow card on Mapimpi. For what? Oh, my goodness. Scotland with advantage for 10 minutes now. Why did he get a yellow card? Line out, 5 meters out for Scotland. They overthrow it, and South Africa comes away with it, but they're deep in their own territory. Short a player now. Is the ball available? Hendrickson. Pollard launched it, but it's not going to go very far. And Blair Kinghorn brings it back into play. Kinghorn on the wing, back approaching the 22, dance around his own player. Vincent Koch gets him right there at the 22. He's tackled, along with Esterhuizen, who's been a little quiet in the second half. Scotland goes wide. There's only 2 Springboks out there. Tupelotu. Oh, they overplayed. Hugh Jones is on the loose. Scotland, they had a chance on the wing. They missed him, but Hugh Jones is down to 5 meters as Willie LaRue finally tackles him. Scotland on the front foot. South Africa looking like shite here. They're down to 3 meters. Scotland driving. Fagerson now. 3 meters. Tackled by Etzebeth. Ball's available. Scotland, this is close. Knuckle biter here. And we got a player down grabbing his head and a penalty. We're going to see another card here, I think. We may have a card coming against South Africa. Got an injury, got a side entry here. Head injury. Clock stopped at 60 minutes. My goodness. Jamie Ritchie getting ready to come in. Roy Sutherland getting ready to come in. And Dylan Richardson coming in. Still don't understand what Makazole Mapimpi got a yellow card for. My goodness. No, Maryland, South Africa is not. I said this was a trap game. I want to be wrong. I don't want to be right about it being a trap game. This is horrible. 8 minutes, 28 seconds on the clock. So I thought we were going to get another card there. I thought TMO was going to see something, but apparently not. All right, here we go. They're going for the post. All right, that's interesting. Scotland's going for the post. That'll make it 19-15. Well, they're thinking with their heads here. Get the points on offer right in front of the post. That's an easy 3 points. Finn Russell gets his 5th conversion. 19-15. I mean, you really can't pass up points like that unless it's late in the game. My goodness. Here we go for the restart now. And Ewan Ashman's out. Ashman, Rory Darge is out, and Pierre Skuman is out. Skuman, Ashman, and Darge. Here's the restart. 7:30 left on the card. This is going to go inside the 22 on the near side. Fielded down there by Finn Russell. He's going to return the kick, and that'll go into touch. So South Africa will have a line out here. Now to calm down. The bomb squad has been a disaster thus far. South Africa scored nary a point in the second half. Scotland has scored 2 converted tries. They've had possession the last 10 minutes, 84% Scotland. Where is the bomb squad? Last time Etzebeth lost this, and that whole sequence led to those 3 points. It was a long time, but it led to it. South Africa needs a good line out here. They go deep, and it goes to Pieter-Steph du Toit. Go to the old trustworthy one you can. Sia Khaleesi comes away with the ball from that ruck, and he doesn't release the ball. Sia Khaleesi cost us a penalty. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh. What are 10 AEDs? I went AED as he caught me there. Wolf 2016, thank you for that. Is that Dubai money? Finland kicking the ball down the pitch. This is not going South Africa's way. Boy, I'm telling you. Oh, man, Rossi must be going bat crap crazy up there. That's, oh my goodness. Wow. Max Williamson did a great job there to win that penalty. So here comes Scotland with Dylan Richardson, the Sharks. South African Dylan Richardson playing for Scotland. His first line out. Let's see how it goes. Mapimpi over there with 6 minutes left on the card. They go short. Scotland comes away with it. They throw it over the middle to Finn Russell. Finn Russell offloads the ball. Tackle made by Pollard, who's doing a great job on defense today. They go wide. Tupolotu. But they don't go wide enough. It gives South Africa time to get there. And a penalty for not releasing it goes the other way. Lucanio Am wins the penalty there. Well done. Am not had a good game, but gets something right there. So South Africa, calm down. Namaste. Take a deep breath here, folks. All right. So this is where the game changes. Back in South Africa's favor right here. As Pollard kicks it down the pitch. And this time, Kinghorn can't bring it back into play. So 34 meters is gained. And we got a player down with an injury for Scotland here. Looks like his shoulder. Is it Jack Dempsey? Yeah. Tupoloto there. Disappointed with the outcome. United Arab Emirates. I was close, not Dubai. Thank you for that, Neville. United Arab Emirates. Yeah, it's Jack Dempsey who's down. He's made 43 meters on 8 carries, 8 tackles, had a good game, but he's grabbing that arm. It's a right arm. I thought he would have grabbed the left arm. So this will be a line out. South Africa. Clock is stopped at 63:27. 5 minutes left on Mapimpi's yellow card. And there's South Africa's physio making her visit out on the pitch. Our favorite physio. Haven't mentioned her in a while. I tried to get her for an interview, but she doesn't respond. All right, here's a substitution coming in. Josh Baelish comes in for Scotland. He replaces Dempsey, who's injured. Oh, Rossi's up in the booth, standing, shouting into the microphone. He wants something done. All right, South Africa needs to hold court here. They've had no possession. Only Grant Williams is on the bench. Line out good. Once again, Pieter-Steph du Toit. He's touched in the air, but no, there's a penalty for, finally. South Africa's playing a penalty here. So if they get nothing of this, they'll get some territory. Be able to kick it down there for 5-meter line out. Pollard back to Moody. Moody's tackled right away. And that's going to go back for the penalty. Going back for that penalty. All right, so, yeah, play the guy in the air. I saw it. So let's kick for the corner here, South Africa. Kick for the corner. Kick for the corner. Kick for the corner. Yep. No, they're going for the post. They're going to go for the post. Well, that's the smart move. That also kills another minute off of the clock on that yellow card. So that's smart. I just got overly excited there. The smart move is to kick for the post to make it 22. Takes it back. Oh, yeah, definitely had Peter Steff's arm in the air. A tornado, and Pete Retief says Charmaine. Okay, 838 people currently here. Just 254 likes. You guys can do better than that. Come on. 1665. All right, thank you for the super chats. All right, Pollard, 67% predicted chance of success here, according to statisticians. 4 minutes left on the yellow card to Mapimpi. He's got 20 seconds left on the clock. He's not going to take it all like Libok. And he's going to just get it inside the post, and it's good. 22-15. We needed that. First points of the second half for South Africa come late. 22-15. Etebeth said go for the post, and he was correct. 15 minutes remain. So Xander Fagerson goes off, and Elliot Miller-Mills comes in. Here's the restart by Scotland in the middle of the field. Bounces. Somebody get that. Khaleesi reins it in finally. And he's pushed forward. Is the ball available? Hendricks is still out there. I cannot believe that Jaden Hendricks is still out there. Vincent Koch with a carry. Inside the 22. South Africa now leading once again by 7 points. A converted try is a difference. Hendricks is going to go with a box kick here. We need Grant Williams' speed out there right now. And that ball goes into touch. That's a shitty kick. Gains almost nothing. So Scotland will have a line out here now. 2:46 left on Mapimpi's yellow card. Understatement. What did Gerhard say? Points are forever. Don't be dumb. Not the time to gamble. No, I agree with you, Dream Sailing. I got excited. I always call for the points when it's appropriate. Scotland was right to take the points and close the gap a few minutes ago. And South Africa was right to kick the points there. It wasn't money. So that line out is successful. Scotland throws it over the middle. Finn Russell now. And there's Blair Kinghorn. Oh, he runs into Malcolm Marks, and that was a bad day at the office for Blair Kinghorn. That's a forward pass to Tupelotu. Forward pass, not called. That was clearly forward. Scotland gets away with a forward pass there. And there's Finn Russell. He avoids Lucanio Am's tackle, but hello to Vincent Koch. And he's tackled. Scotland now goes to the outside. Hugh Jones throws it wide. And there is Tom Jordan inside the 22. It takes Esterhuizen and Moody to get him down. Scotland now inside to South Africa's 22. Grant Gilchrist with a carry. Whew, and there's Miller Mills with his first carry. Staman's being told to release the ball. Counter ruck coming. Jamie Ritchie with a carry. South Africa lying on the ground. Better be careful there. Ball's available. They're going to come wide. They've got numbers out here. Tupelotu dumps it to Kinghorn. Kinghorn jumps back inside. Oh, he loses the ball as he's tackled by Peter Steph Dutoy. Oh, look at that defense. Villy LaRue with a huge tackle there. They go back to the middle. It's Miller Mills. No, it's Bayless, excuse me, not Miller Mills, Bayless. Scotland now. Jamie Ritchie, tackle made over there. Ball comes loose. South Africa picks it up. Esterhuizen. South Africa survives that. And Etzebeth, the ball's out. He picks it up and goes. He needs some support. There's a ruck. Vincent Koch gets over there. South Africa needs to get a clearance kick here because they're not getting anything with these quick phases. Hendrickson sends it back. Villy LaRue kicks it high into the air to the near side. Who's going to get that? And Tupelotu gets it, and Sia Khaleesi buries him. And that's not released. That should be a penalty on Scotland. He still hasn't placed the ball. Nope, he gets away with it. Scotland over to the middle. Jamie Ritchie to Finn Russell to Hugh Jones. They go outside. Tom Jordan. There's Duhan Vandemeven. And wow, he has just met rudely by, once again, Andre Pollard, who's had a lot of tackles in this game. He's played very well. Another nice tackle there. Counter ruck by South Africa. Over to the Finn Russell kicks it to the wing, all by himself out here. Oh, it's a knock on. Tupelotu. It was a bad kick. It was low, and Tupelotu knocked it on. Tough break for Sione Tupelotu. Not his fault. That was Finn Russell's poor kick that put him in a bad spot there. Just 11 and a half minutes remaining, folks. The yellow card is expired. My Pimpy can come back out now. And Hendricks is finally coming out of the game. Thank God. Grant Williams comes into the game. Finally, at 68-51. So Hendricks finally goes out. Okay, so Scotland changes scrum half as well. Ben White's replaced by Jamie Doby. All right, so 7-point lead for South Africa here. By the way, in Super Brew, I have South Africa winning by 7. Just saying. Just saying. All right. How about some people becoming subscribers here? 900 people here. Can we get some more subscribers? What can we do in that? We ought to be getting more subscribers than this today, folks. Feel free to subscribe. It's free. You get this for free. Although you can super chat if you want. But thank you so much for that. All right. 68-57 in the contest. I got a long break in the action right here. Going to have a scrum. South Africa scrum. Grant Williams in there finally. Thank God. Jade Hendricks is just cocking up the game, man. Turning the ball over so many times. At least 5 knock-ons. Jamie Doby, both fresh scrum halves out there. Crouch. Bind. Set. 15 aside as Mapimpi's back on the pitch now with 11 minutes remaining. South Africa drives forward. They get a penalty on the scrum. Grant Williams digs it out, sends it over to the middle to Esterhuizen. Esterhuizen and Pollard. Pollard to Mapimpi. Mapimpi cuts back inside when he had people on the wing. Bad decision. Tackle in midfield. Oh, nice carry there by Jaspervies over midfield. Grant Williams. Oh, there goes Steenkamp. Now, this is what South Africa should have been doing all along. Much better ball distribution. Kicked onto the wing by Pollard, but it's going to bounce into touch. It did. Are we going to come back for the penalty? It was a long advantage. Pollard kicks it away. And the crowd's booing. That was a long advantage. I agree. I was surprised we came back for that. Long advantage. All right. So, yep. So that's a long advantage there that Christoph Ridley gave us there. Long advantage. So Pollard. Yep. So 70 minutes now expired on the clock. 22-15. South Africa needs another score. Looks like Pollard's got a shiner there. Is he going to find touch? Outside the 22. Not the best kick, but that will gain some territory. South Africa now has a line out. Malcolm Marks will come down from the line out for the Springboks, leading by a converted try, 22-15. All of Scotland's points have come on penalties conversions. Finn Russell's kicked 5 penalties over. Helen Hark, I agree. I would never put Jaden Hendricks on this team. I would put some other folks out there long before him. Line out successful. Into a maul. And not really going anywhere. Grant Williams is at the back. Call to use it once. Now it drives forward. There you go. Now they're going forward. And they're picking up some space. Now it collapses. Grant Williams digs it out. Ball's available over to Snyman. Argy Snyman. Williams to Etzebeth. Etzebeth cuts back against the grain. And Dylan Richardson, there's a kick through the middle on the chase on. Will Villy get there? Villy LaRue can't get there. He didn't kick it, but man, Tom Jordan gets it. It was a nice idea. Villy skirted through there. Oh, ball comes loose. South Africa should have it. It squirted loose. It's a knock on. Yeah, it's a scrum to South Africa about 7 meters away. All right, here we go, Booker. Booker. Let's get it going, boys. Let's get it going. Just 8.5 minutes left. A knock on. The crowd's booing, but it's clearly a knock on, folks. Clearly a knock on. Where's Malcolm Marks? Marks is out there. That ball's knocked on for sure. Got another substitution. Stafford McDowell comes into the game for Scotland. And they're booing. Tom Jordan's coming off. They're booing about the knock-on. There was a knock-on. No doubt about it. Great game by Tom Jordan, 144 meters. 4 tackle breaks. 3 line breaks. Yeah, Tom Jordan, what a great job for Scotland. Kept them in this game. All right, Springboks now have a scrum. A penalty here, and it's 3 more points. It's right in front of the post. Scotland cannot get a scrum penalty here. Springboks will take the points on offer if it happened. McDowell is out. Or Jordan's out. McDowell's, and they get it. They collapse it. That's 3 points. They'll take the 3 points. There's no way they don't take 3 points. Got to take the points. Elliott Miller-Mills collapsed. They're going for the post. That'll make it 25, a 10-point lead with 7.5 minutes remaining. That should make the difference here. Boy, South Africa, I did say this was a trap game. This is the one team that can beat them on this tour. England and Wales look terrible. So, yeah, the Springboks actually, that's not a printed. That's a embroidered poppy on their sleeve. Very classy for South Africa. Also a member of the Commonwealth. Also provided troops in both world wars. Most of the South African troops fought, of course, in Africa, conquering German Southwest Africa, then going to Tanganyika and being drug into the ground by Paul Leto van Voorbeek. So Andre Pollard missed his first kick and conversion on a try, but it's been perfect since then. This one is just a few meters out, 16 seconds on the clock, straight down the middle. Easy, should be a 25-15 game with just about 6 minutes left after this. There it is, 25. Good teams win. New Zealand didn't play well, won. Charmaine says it's pouring. Okay, good to hear. All right, so we got some more subscribers. For some reason, they're not ringing up on the bell. I don't know why. So how are we doing? 74.50. There you go. There's a mark. Thank you all for joining. Subscribers do appreciate that. Very kind of you to become a subscriber on the channel. We do appreciate it. Here comes the restart for South Africa. And they've got it. And ball's inside the 22 now. Vincent Koch with a carry. Doesn't really pick up anything. He's tackled there. Some tough meters. He goes backwards. Grant Williams should have been out there a long time ago. I think this should be the end of the conversation about Jaden Hendricks even being Springbok. Say, oh, Kinghorn disrupts the play. The ball's knocked on. Picked up eventually by Jasper Wiese at the 10-meter line. South Africa now just has to play smart the rest of the game. We got 5 minutes and 40 seconds left in the contest. Grant Williams. Oh, dummy move. Grant Williams nearly breakthrough. Good decision. Picked up by Malcolm Marks. He goes forward. And well, look at this. Springboks going forward here over midfield. There you go. Hands in the ruck. Grant Williams is calling for it. Villeroux kicks it to the wing, and there's chases on. Who's going to get this? Moody doesn't get it. Gets knocked on, and R.J. Stamen drops on the ball. Ruck is formed. South Africa has it. Grant Williams brings it back to Malcolm Marks. Marks goes forward. He runs into Dylan Richardson. That's a guy he knows. Ball is available. Tall to use it, so Grant Williams better use it quickly here. Box kick. He kicks it not too far. Oh, Grant Williams is buried. And Caden Moody comes down with the high ball again. Pieter-Steph du Toit picks it up. He runs into 3 players. Offloads to the Williams. We got some space here. Vincent Koch. They didn't move fast enough. Space closed very quickly. Grant Williams. Pollard. Villeroux to Khaleesi. Khaleesi on the outside. He dumps it on the wing to Makazole. My pimpy. The crowd shuts down very quickly. Now they're driving forward. It's a maul. Tackles there. Ball's available. South Africa now outside the 22. Over to the middle. Goes, taken down by the knees. Jasper Wiese, no arms tackle against Jamie Ritchie. That should have been a penalty. They go wide. Lucanio Am on the outside. Pieter-Steph du Toit. And the ball bounces off of Duhan van der Merwe and then picked up by Kane and Moody. Moody spin around, and the crowd doesn't like it, but they're wrong. It was knocked backwards by Scotland. Pollard to Leroux to Khaleesi, and he throws it into a touch. He was hit as he released it, so it'll be a Scotland line out. See, Khaleesi threw that ball into touch. 4 minutes left in the contest, ladies and gentlemen. Just 4 minutes left. 933 people here, 300 likes. Thanks for that. Sure, we appreciate it, folks. Not quite the audience we had for the Pumas game in Nelspruit, but still a great audience. Thank you all for being here. Feel free to join the chat. Yep, ball went backwards, yep. So Scotland has a line out here. Here we go. Dylan Richardson, South African, plays for the Sharks, throws it in. Line out successful to Scotland, and they're into them all. Ebenezer trying to disrupt that maul. Richardson's arm is grabbed as he released it, but somehow they get away with it. Tupoloto has it on the far side. Here comes Scotland. Hugh Jones throws it away again. Duan Findameva cannot get his hands on it. Quick go from Kanan Moody back to Lukanyo. Kanan Moody down to the 22, still going. South Africa driving inside the 22. Ruck is formed, pick and go. But nice tackle there by Scotland. Malcolm Marks picks it up, gives it to Vincent Colk, back to the 22. South Africa on the front foot here. Set Pollard up for a drop goal. Ball is loose. Malcolm Marks picks it up. He's tackled. Grant Williams does a great job on that ruck getting there. Peter Steph Dutoy driving forward. Still going forward. Down to about 17 meters now. South Africa on the front foot. Jasper Visa goes forward. Picks up a few meters. There's Arge Snyman. 2 players on him. Holds onto the ball. Drives down. 10 meters away now, South Africa. Not rolling away as Scotland, but he's not interfering to place it. Etzebeth. He's on the loose. Etzebeth down to 5 meters. South Africa. The pressure's building. Will they get through? Hold on to the ball. Bucka. Grant Williams to Sia Khaleesi. Khaleesi tackled. Ball's available. Grant Williams. Peter Steph Dutoy driven backwards over there. South Africa's 5 meters out. Bodies everywhere. People falling on the ruck. Hands in the ruck. That's an interference and a penalty against Scotland for not rolling away. And they rush out real quick to see if Matt Fagerson is okay. So the clock is still ticking. A minute and a half left. South Africa needs a try here just to put icing on the cake. Peter Steph Dutoy has been a beast since he came out there. The bomb squad did not quite go the way South Africa predicted or expected in this game, but they've held on despite some shitey play. But Hendrickson was the biggest problem out there, and he's been out of the game. So it's a scrum. South Africa calls for a scrum. 5-meter scrum. Wow. There's no way Scotland wins this game, but South Africa can add to their total here. Peter Steph Dutoy, Arge Snyman have been huge substitutions in the second half. Snyman started the second half rather ignominiously, tipping the ball into Quagga Smith's face and a turnover. That's how we started the second half. But he's been brilliant since then. Willie Leroux has been fantastic in this game. His tackling, his ball placement. He's done a great job here. 5-meter scrum. 1 minute, 15 seconds remain. The crowd knows it's over. Set. And South Africa's scrum drives forward. There they go. There they go. Still going forward. Still going forward. Are they going to get it? And they got it. Jasper Visa gets the try. Bucka. Visa with the try. Oh, baby. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Jasper Visa with the try. Ho-ho! Visa with a try. Wow. This is a sign of a great team. They don't play well and they win. Visa did a great job picking up just at the right moment. How he got out of the grip of another player is beyond me. Good reach there. That's brilliant work by Jasper Visa. Jamie Ritchie tried to stop him. 7 seconds on the clock. And we're over the hooter. This will end at 3 seconds. He got it. He got it. It curved over. 32-15. That's it. That's the game. Wow. Wow. How did that curve back over? That's brilliant. All right. Who's the man of the match, folks? I've been so busy. Who's your man of the match? Let's get a poll up. Man of the match. Wow. Wow. Who is the man of the match? Who else we got here that played super well when they came off the bench? And who else? Man of the match. There's your options. 3 options, folks. Man of the match. Who you got there? Who's your man of the match? What an incredible performance. What an incredible performance here by the South Africans in the end. in the end, ladies and gentlemen, in the end, who's your man of the match? You got three options up there. Scotland didn't quite have it. We'll hang around for man of the match and the team captain's conversation, provided it comes up here in just a few moments, so don't run off. Look, South Africa did not play well. The bomb squad did not perform as they should when they came on. But I'm telling you, one of the big distractors in this game was Grant Williams turning the ball over repeatedly. Makazole Mpimpy had an up and down game. He had some good play. Willie Leroux had a brilliant game. Kane and Moody performed poorly in the first half, did better in the second half. Lucan Yuam, not really there. Andre Esterhuizen, that's who I should have put up. He was another choice. Esterhuizen for man of the match. I missed that somehow. Andre Esterhuizen was a good choice. So, Henry Pollard played very well too. And I got a few choices there. So, Khaleesi looks happy. He's got a black eye. His eye is closed up. You can't even see out of it. Khaleesi took a hell of a knock there at some point. He had one in the same spot previously, so that's twice now. Khaleesi giving a big hug to his teammate Dylan Richardson from the Sharks. There's Pierre Skooma and Andre Esterhuizen. South Africans, look at this. South African national team playing against South Africans. Willie Leroux's ear looks messed up. What the hell happened to his ear? He looks like he's a prop in there. His ear is all bloody looking, black and blue. I've never seen a black and blue ear before, but Willie Leroux has a black and blue ear. Pierre Skooma and Scotland gave it their all, but they're going to have a great autumn series. And look at Vincent Kalk. He's got blood all over the place taped up around his head. Willie Leroux's ear, it looks like, man, it's purple. Unbelievable. So how are we doing there, folks? Be sure to hit the like button, become a subscriber. Really appreciate it. Edward says, Mpimpy's man of the match. I don't know about that. He made a couple mistakes that really were costly. All right, so, yeah, Quagga Smith pretty happy about it. It was a controversial decision to start Quagga Smith and Marco van Staden. So, wow, look at that. Still walking around Jack Dempsey with his arm in a sling. Looks like that's a serious injury to him. Jack Dempsey, arm in a sling. So 2 weeks from now, they'll be playing Australia right here at Murray Field. Nice to play at the same stadium every game. South Africa mixes it up and moves all around the country. So Jack Dempsey with an injury there. That's unfortunate. Kinghorn, I want to say Kinghorn. It's Kinghorn. Kinghorn out on the pitch. Quagga Smith is very happy about the victory, but he did not play well. Played average. Jasper Wiese did a good job coming off the bench. So, let's see. First time watching your channel. Loved it, says GMV TLR. Well, thank you. I'm not sure how you found me. Thank you for finding me. And let everybody know Helen's taking off. Take care, Helen. Thanks for being here. And Scott's really tried to hurt someone, and the ref just ignored it. Yep, says Charmaine. Ref had a decent game. I thought, hey, there's Hank Klopper. I thought that Christoph Ridley did a very good job in this game, as did the TMO. I did not catch that knock on when Scotland scored that try. That was when the game shifted. When that try was scored by Ben White and it was overruled, that's when this game shifted. It all just changed right there, folks. It all just changed right there. So here we go. Eben Etzebeth, man of the match.
Perfect start to your Autumn Nations campaign. South Africa back to #1 in the world as well. How pleased are you with that victory?
Thank you so much for all the South Africans that was here tonight. Obviously a tough test match. We knew it was going to be tough. Scotland is always a quality side to play against. Really gave us some issues at first half, and then at the end, I think the scoreline definitely flatters us a bit. They were much closer than the scoreline says.
Yes, you didn't have it all your own way in that second half. You were down a player as well. How tough was it to come through in those moments?
I think we just need to stick together. I mean, Scotland's also down to 14 for 20 minutes, and they did the same thing. So I think it was a great performance from the guys, and a good, tough one to start with.
Well, that's the second test in a row against Scotland that you haven't allowed them to score. What does that say about your defence?
Credit to Jerry. I think we put a lot of detail and effort into our defence, and we tried to keep teams up. It was a good performance from the guys.
Thanks very much for your time. Congratulations, you're the Famous Grouse player of the match again.
Thank you so much.
There you go, folks. Famous Grouse. He got the booze. Man of the match. Their microphones are kind of screwed up. Boy, Ulrich Lowe did a great job there, too. Teams walking off the pitch. I don't know if we get the team captains. We'll hang around for that if they do it. But that's the man of the match they called was Eben Etzebeth. You guys have mostly agreed with that. How we doing? We got 265 votes and Eben Etzebeth. Willie Leroux, 33%. That's nice. It's a great game, folks. A great game here. It was South Africa was not playing well there for a long time, and Scotland stayed in it off the boot of Finn Russell. want to get a picture here of the screen again. I can't take a screenshot because of the broadcast, the way they do it. But I got a nice screenshot of the stadium here. Here's Siano Topolotu, the captain.
I can see from your face just how gutted you are to have come through that with a loss. Can you run me through what is happening in the mind of yourself and the boys as well?
Yeah, it's really disappointing. We obviously hopped off the bus today to win this game, and we felt like we put ourselves in position to win this game. But yeah, I suppose the impact their bench made when they came on had a big shift in the game. But I still think we had opportunities to win the game, and we probably just didn't execute. With some of our edge attacks and stuff like that. So
well done, Gunther.
It's something we're going to have to look at, but yeah, right now I can't help but be disappointed.
Yes, I mean, if you look at the last two tests against South Africa, you've been unable to score, and you're a nation, a rugby side who likes to score. How difficult is it to get over the try line against South Africa?
It is difficult.
Yeah, I suppose they're one of those teams where when you look at the tape, it looks like there's space everywhere, but when you get onto the field, they cover that space really well. But to credit to our boys, I thought, especially our forward pack, who a lot of them were asked to go big minutes tonight, I thought they really stood up and, went toe-to-toe with probably, the best forward pack in the world. So, I'm super proud of the pack.
It's a little over a year since you last played them in the World Cup. Do you feel like you've closed that?
It was an 18-3 game. I was at that game in Marseille. It was brilliant. South Africa, Scotland.
Man up, and you had
Grant Williams turned that game.
Small margins.
Yeah, definitely. It's hard to say. I definitely think we're a better team than we were at the World Cup, but ultimately we didn't win the game. So it's hard to give ourselves a pat on the back for something that we didn't.
Well, hello to
So,
Floris Lodigan,
we'll
whomever that is. Hi, Floris.
I thought
Welcome.
we put out a performance tonight that we can be proud of. It's just
My
not
pleasure.
what we wanted.
Absolutely. Well, commiserations, Sione. Thank you for your time.
Cheers, thank you.
All right, Southern Hemisphere just destroying the Northern Hemisphere this weekend. Once again, Chile beating Canada, Australia beating England, Fiji beating Wales, South Africa beating Scotland. What did I miss out on? Who did I miss? There's another one. So Pierre Skumand and Finn Russell and the team walking around the pitch now, waving to their fans. Here's Sia Khaleesi, the South African, but he's not even the captain, but they brought him out.
Field back with another victory. You can hear the fans ringing
eye
around
looks
at the
terrible.
moment with your face on the big screen. You are a popular man indeed.
He is.
Can you tell me
With good
how
reason.
pleased you are to get this victory?
Any other shout-outs, folks? I'll be happy to give them.
First off, I want to say to all the South Africans that came out, thank you so much. It was so great to see you guys in the street in Edinburgh. Honestly, we are nothing without you. You show wherever we go in the world, you guys make sure you're there. So thank you so much.
Spot on,
it's
see
great.
you.
We knew it was going to be a tough game against Scotland. They're a great team. Coach Townsend has obviously been pushing the side, and today they were very different to what they were in the World Cup. So they got a great kicking game. They can attack as well. They put us under pressure. But credit to my boys to make sure that we kept our discipline on the try line. We defended it as well as we could.
Yes, you defended hard indeed. You didn't allow Scotland to get over that try line once again. Just how tough is that to stand so tall in the defensive line?
It's hard because you see opportunities that are not there. You want to put your hands in, then you give penalty, and then especially when we had a yellow card, we had to fight through that and make sure that we stay disciplined. But we trust our system, our coaching staff prepared us very well, and we do prepare for moments like this when we do have a man down. So yeah, we fall into what we're training.
It was a 7-1 split. You came off
Yep.
the bench, something that you haven't done for a long time with South Africa.
No, he's done it
You
recently.
knew what your job was from the bench. Do you feel like you reached your target?
I think, we got the win. That's the most important.
Exactly. We got the win.
Build from this. We knew it was going to be tough, but this is what I enjoy about this team. There's always space for growth. The coaching staff have a plan. They want to get us to get opportunity, squad depth, and squad growth while winning is the most important. So we know this weekend I'm playing. Maybe next weekend I'm not playing, but I make sure the guy that's playing ahead, he has the best overseas preparation as much as he can. And that's, I think, the secret to our success as a group. The team is more important than an individual.
And back to #1 in the world?
Yeah, that's good. But we go next week again against England, so every week we have to make sure and prove that. But it's great to win and go back to the #1 spot.
Thanks very much for your time.
Sia Khaleesi, the captain, but not today. Evan Etzbeth was the captain, but man of the match. So they got C up there. So Ian Johnson says the game went the way I thought it would. The Bucks are virtually unbeatable. Yeah, I think so. C says, thanks. You deserve our commentator of the match. Excellent. Well, thank you so much for that. Argentina versus, Michael says, cheers, Australia, the highlight of the weekend. Yeah, Robert, Australia was brilliant. That was a hell of a game. I called that game as well. Etzebeth is the captain tonight. Yes, Helen, that's correct. They just want to talk to see, I guess, get rid of the scrum half. Yeah, no, Jaden Hendrickson, man, killed us in this game. That was one of the reasons why things were the way they were. Yeah, crowd still hanging around as they stream out of Murray Field. See again, a big hug from Brian Habana down there. A lot of South Africans in the crowd. A lot of flags, although that's backwards, ladies. You need to turn that flag around. They've got South African flag blowing away. Should be going from left to right, not right from left. Anyway, a lot of bucket in the crowd. Now, I like this. They got these little hoodies. See us running around now waving. Yeah, this is a good one. This would be the tough one here. Now I feel very comfortable winning the next two and closing out a really good season in 2024 for South Africa with a rugby championship and winning back the Mandela Cup, winning it all. Sia's got a lot of tape on his hands. Wow. He's running around, people tossing stuff out to him on the field. There's Eben Etzebeth and Elric Lowe, Kanan Moody. Yeah, a lot of... There's Dinyante walking out there. The whole team. There's Cheslin Colby. Yep, that's Cheslin for sure. I'm not sure if he's injured, why he's not playing, or they're saving him. But great stuff here. So Kanan signed somebody's boot. Now he's signing a ball. I love this. It's classy of the players coming around doing this sort of thing. There's Ox, and there is Jordan. Is that Jordan Hendricks out there? Jordan Hendricks is out there. I didn't know he was called up. So Sia's getting a lot of fans still hanging around, probably about 2,000 or 3,000. And so tries by Mapimpi 2, Jasper Visa, and Peter Steph, or not Peter Steph Dutoy. It wasn't Peter Steph, it was Thomas Dutoy, excuse me. Conversions, three of the four by Pollard, and he got 2 penalties. Finn Russell scored 5 penalties for Scotland. That's the scoring in this game. I had 2 points in this game, but South Africa scored so many points, they just got the 1 point. But I did get 4 in a row on Super Brew with Argentina over Italy, France over Japan. I said by 21, but they won by much more. Fiji over Wales and South Africa over Scotland. So it wraps up my weekend with 4 consecutive wins after 3 losses. So that's a nice improvement there. But folks, let me say hello to everybody out here in the chat. We're going to wrap up here shortly. That game is over now, and that's going to cover it this weekend. So how do we do on subscribers? Did we get to 7,500? I don't think so. 7482, not quite. And this game is at 36,000 views. Ian's out of here. Scotland were held scoreless a second time in a row. Scotland were scoreless, and in the World Cup. We held them 18-3. Joseph says, thanks, Chris. You're welcome. Enjoy your crabs, Chris. Post me some. See you next week. I will try. Don't forget, folks, next week we'll also be doing the same thing we did this week with a live stream, probably on Friday, not Saturday, about the game because I want to cover the Scotland-Portugal game. Scotland-Portugal? Anyway, Portugal's playing ahead. I want to cover that game. Yeah. Scotland they had some good stuff, but they started making the same mistakes that South Africa made in the first half, and that's when they lost it. And the turning point in this game was when that try was overturned. And frankly, it was the correct call. The TMO was correct. The TMO, of course, was Ian Tempest from England, and he made the correct call. It was a knock-on in there by Hugh Jones, I think it was. And boy, Hugh Jones did not have a good game. He overthrew guys in the wings a couple times, and that made a difference. Danny Rousseau, good to see you again. I figured you'd be here. I love Toka. Okay, so Chris Swanepoel's here. F. Becker. Yes, what did Helene say? That's Beth Cat. A win is a win no matter what. Yeah, what else? I think I've caught everything. New Zealand, Australia, Argentina, Fiji, South Africa, and Chile. 6 Southern Hemisphere teams won this weekend against the Northern Hemisphere counterparts. 6. Don't forget Chile whipping Canada's ass. Wow. It has been fantastic. And you're all welcome for my commentary. Thanks for being here. Thanks for becoming subscribers. Thanks for the likes, although there's 547 people here and only 364 likes. What's up with that? What's up with that? Come on. Make it happen. Man, my hand is ice cold. My heat is not on in the house, folks. That's why I'm wearing this old school Springboks Sassel jersey, because this thing is warm. I am freezing. My hand is like ice. This hand right here is like ice right now. I don't have the heat on. I'm a cheapskate because friggin' Joe Biden's energy bills are killing me. Anyway, so yeah, I love Toka says, muy. Yeah, it was beautiful. Anyway, please mention Floris Lottigan. I did that. Were there any other shout outs that people want me to do? Suck on that, Ireland #1, says Hendo. Yep. I'm sorry, pal. You said it a couple times. I missed it the first time, but I did say hello to Floris and Andre, man of the match. Yeah. Okay. So there you have it, folks. That's where we're at on that. You know, we've had so many people, and the chat rate was at 9 for a long time. Now, just because people aren't chatting, we had so many viewers, it's dropped back to 4, but you all are chatting quite a bit. Thank you for that. Leon says, what do you think about Hanekom? Oh, I think you asked a question earlier. I think Cameron Hanekom would be fantastic at lock. It's a good choice, although he can play number 7 quite well. So Heineken 7-8 or a lock, it works on any of those. I think he could be legendary. I agree. Good to the world number 1. Yes, we are number 1 again. Not a lock too small, says Marlon. Really? I don't know. I think he's all right. What do you think of the croc roll? Terrence Holtzhausen. I think it was a croc roll. Shane, thank you for... Shan Tusk, thank you. There's I got my damn my dinosaur back. I wonder what happened to him. But thank you, Shan, for becoming a member at the club level. Really appreciate that. What do I think of Heineken? I already did that. What was the question? There was another question here. Oh, the croc roll by Terrence Holtzhausen. There's a very German name. Holtzhausen. Wooden house. Wooden houses, I should say. House is singular. Hausen is houses. So, Terrence, I think that it was a croc roll, and I think it was called on the right guy. That definitely was a croc roll on Scott Cummings. I don't think that Rory Darge was guilty. Rory Darge committed offense, but it doesn't matter. It's superfluous. The croc roll was initiated by Scott Cummings, who pulled him back, and his arm slipped off of him. So a lot of people think that it was Rory Darge. Rory Darge just finished the play. The danger was created by Scott Cummings. It was a legitimate croc roll. It was a yellow card. I don't know about the high degree of danger and 20-minute red card, but that was probably the right call. I'd have to go back and look at it one more time. Yeah, so the Springboks do have their heads up their backside. I agree, James. They're fortunate to come away with a win, but a good team will win on bad days. This wasn't a good day, and it wasn't because Scotland did well. South Africa's Jaden Hendrickson just kept turning the ball over. So many Springboks. I don't know how many unforced errors there were, but there were a lot of unforced errors in this game, folks. I guarantee you that. We're creeping up on 400 likes. We got 376. Can we make it go a little bit higher? We got 7 new members. 5 of them were a gifted membership. 2 of you joined on your own. Thank you for that. What do I think about the intro of the Bomb Squad? Tapelo Mahotobotse. You're here again. Good to see you again, Tapelo. I think that the Bomb Squad introduction did not have the impact that we thought it would have. First off, Argy Stamen came on at 45 minutes, or came on at the start of the second half. And his first play, he tips the ball and it bounces off of Quagga Smith's head, and we turn it over. Not a good start. Wind up being 3 points coming out of that eventually for Scotland. So not a good start there. He improved and had a hell of a game after that. Did a lot of hard work crashing into line. The Bomb Squad came on at 45-minute mark, and it did not have the impact. And I'll tell you why it didn't have the impact. Because they were disjointed, and they made a huge mistake, which turned the ball over. And then from there, it was just kind of ugly for a long time. But I will say that that keeping Hendricks out there as long as they did to 68 minutes was a huge mistake by Rossi. That nearly cost us the game. If that try had not been overturned, that was scored by Ben White, I think that this game would have been a little bit closer on the scoreboard. As Eben said, the scoreboard doesn't reflect how close the game was. This game was closer than the scoreboard would indicate, and that is scary. Okay, my apology. You were right on the croc one. I was wrong. Neville, it's no need to apologize. I mean, it's an objective, it's an opinion. So I pretty darn sure that the croc roll was he got on the right guy. Wrong guy, but the right call. Okay, you think it was actually on Rory Darge. Okay. Sorry, Neville. We are going to destroy England. Oh my gosh. England doesn't know what's going to hit them. There's nothing they can do. I'm short of just, cutting the power to Twickenham. That's the only way they can get out of this hiding that's coming. England and Wales are going to get a hiding. It doesn't matter what lineups Rossi Erasmus puts out there. Rossi could call up the B team from oh gosh, what's the I'm drawing a blank here from the Curry Cup. Who's the guys that are really bad there? In the purple team. I'm drawing a blank right now. Senior moment there. Gosh bless it. In the Curry Cup, they could call up. Well, they could call up my Western Province team from this year, and the Western Province team would win those games. Yeah, Jasper Visa is a beast. He had a great performance when he came out there. This was a selection capable of beating Scotland. Will be a completely different team next week. That's why the key Bucks were rested today. Yeah, you say key Bucks, but Evan Etzebeth is a key Buck. Sia is a key Buck. Yeah, those are top players right there. But we got it. We got the win. 385 likes. Not quite 400. Come on, man. 459 people. What, I got to beg for those likes? Come on. I'm not begging for my dinner. Begging for likes.
That was easy.
Well, that doesn't sound good.
That was easy.
Oh, that sounds better. The first time it sounded kind of gravelly. That battery's been in there for probably 15 years, and it's still going. That's a hell of a battery. I'm afraid to open the case up. It might stop working. Yeah, so anyway, there we go, folks. Hey, look, I'm happy. I don't know about you guys, but I'm pretty happy. This is a result I can live with, but I'm not pleased with the performance of the Springboks. Yep. Neville says like, now. And he spells now with an E on the end. I like that. I think you meant to put an exclamation point. Is the E next to the exclamation point on the keyboard? It's close. Okay. Peter Steph Toy is a talisman. All sort of turn around him. Yeah, Peter Steph Toy had a big impact when he came in. Cheslin will be back next week, and that'll be huge. Next week we play at Twickenham. It's going to be a huge weekend. France plays New Zealand next weekend. Wow. That's going to be big. Let me get back to the Automated National. So next week we've got, okay, let me wrap up this one here. We've got the last game now underway. So done. So Ireland is on Friday. I'll be covering that game and watch, the Pumas might be able to pull this off. Oof. So Ireland is hosting Argentina. Then Scotland is playing Portugal on Saturday. Should be an easy win for Scotland. I'd like to cover that game. So I'll have to work with MV and see if we can do our stream on Friday. England versus South Africa. That's the big one. I'll be covering that. And then I'll do France versus New Zealand. So it's going to be a long day for me on Saturday. Sunday, it's Italy versus Georgia, Wales versus Australia. I'm debating. I might cover the Australia game in Wales. So there you go. That's next week. It's a huge weekend next weekend. So tune in, folks, next weekend. Hopefully we'll have a huge crowd for that. And we're so close to 400 likes. Can I get to that 400 like? Okay, so let's just talk about this. Sione Tupelotu had a hell of a game for Scotland. He had 13 carries. He picked up 100 meters. And then the monster of the game, of course, was it Tom Jordan? He had 11 carries, 144 meters, 4 tackles, and 3 line breaks. Yeah, that was incredible. Absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible. Griffins, thank you, F. Becker. Yeah, the Griffins. Yeah, we can field the Griffins against Wales and win that game. Gosh, bless it, I couldn't think of the Griffins. Thank you for that. That is the purple team. Senior moments, man. I haven't eaten today. Crabs, rugby, Trump, life is good. Yeah, Robert. That's right. Trump is a winner. Springboks back on the autumn tour. They win in Scotland, toughest match. And now I'm going to get some steamed crabs. What more is there to like? Maybe a shuspia. England plays New Zealand, South Africa. Well, they lost to New Zealand. They lost to Australia. They're going to lose to South Africa. Yeah, very close to lose this game. Yeah, no. See, it was a game that South Africa could have lost. Scotland was in it. They just made a mistake at the wrong time, and it cost them dearly. Oh, we're over the 400 likes. Finally, we got there. 7 new members. Thanks a lot, guys. Listen, this one's been a lot of fun. I really appreciate you all being here. Again, next week it should be interesting. I think I might do a prepared video on this game. Look for it on the channel. If you're a new subscriber to the channel, I do prepared videos as well and interviews. Haven't done interviews in a while, and there's reasons for that, but I'll try it. Only one more like. Oh, no, I've got 403. I got 403, Maryland. Yeah, so on your YouTube thing, on your feed, a lot of times it won't give you updated likes. You just refresh the page, you can see it. But in my studio, I can see it. 404 now. Thank you all for those likes. Yeah. So hang on. So I'm getting comments over here from someone from South Africa to address. Yeah, be sure to subscribe to Megaphone Sports channel over on there, folks. If you're watching from Megaphone, please subscribe to that channel. MV Velman does a fantastic job over there. He's really started a niche that I think that really is welcome. Even though he's a Bulls fan, we can forgive that. I mean, it's not a terrible sin. Although they do steal all our great province players and Stormers players eventually. I mean, that's not it. They also take Sharks players and Bolter Chamberlain. They also take Cheetahs players, Billy LaRue. Yeah, they love taking players over there. But Jake White's got something special going on with the Bulls. And MV Velman's got something special going on with Megaphone Rugby. So feel free to subscribe to that channel as well. I like our collaboration. It's really pretty cool. Give it horns, Colonel. You earned it. Cheers. Thank you, Garrett. Yeah, cheers. Have a great weekend. Thank you all so much. It's been a fun weekend for rugby. The Eagles won. They beat Portugal 21-17. Wow. So they went to Europe and they won. When's the last time they did that? Leon has become a member. Thank you for that, Leon. For those unfamiliar with why I salute, I'm a retired U.S. Army colonel. Not retired from work, but retired from the Army after 36 and a half years. Whoa, what a long haul that was. And salute is a sign of respect. And so when people become paying members on the channel, I like to give them a salute as a sign of respect. Yeah, so Bulls, we got money, says African Idiot. Yeah. CB wants to know if we're going to do night owls. I don't know how I can do a night owl, CB, because I'm getting crabs in an hour, and then I'll be eating them till 5 o'clock. It's going to be midnight in South Africa when I finish eating the crabs. I don't think anybody wants a night owls from there. We'll see. Maybe I'll do something later on, a night owls, or I'll do something in the original channel. I'll think about it. But that's going to wrap it up from here. Wow, 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 wow. Yeah, we're 7 hours difference now, Chris Marie. It takes me an hour and a half to eat the crabs at least, because you have to pick through them. You got to smack the claws. You got to break them apart. You got to pull that meat out, eat that stuff. Yeah, then you got to clean up your mess when you're done. It takes some time. Steamed crabs is like a braai. It's an experience. It's not dinner. It's not a snack. That's for damn sure. Steamed crabs is an experience. It's the closest thing I can call it equivalent to is a braai in South Africa. You go there, you throw that meat on the grill, you hang out, you have a beer, relax. You know, when people try to do the home invasion, you've got your weapons, you're ready to shoot at them. Sorry, crime is a little bit on the rise in South Africa. I thought I'd throw that in. Yeah, it's my braai. It's my braai. I sit alone and eat the crabs. When I'm in Maryland, I hang out with my cousins and my uncles and aunts. Although do I have any uncles left? I think all my uncles have passed on my mother's side. On my father's side, I think I've got one, or they're all gone. Yeah, I had a lot. Yeah, so that's what a braai is. It's an experience. All right, we're down to 300 people currently watching, and appreciate that. So thanks for being in here. Thanks for those tuning in late. What a finish for South Africa. They finished with a flourish. The bomb squad does not live up to the billing of the bomb squad. And it may just be the way that things panned out, or the way that they were inserted. Whatever the case is, South Africa holds Scotland to no tries again. And with Duhan van der Merwe on a team and Tom Jordan, no tries, that's just incredible. Do you just eat crab or something with them? No, Sue. A lot of people have corn on the cob. They'll steam up some corn on the cob. That's a good choice. I haven't found a good corn on the cob recently to have. It takes a little while to cook that. So yeah, that's in a good day. You have steamed crabs, corn on the cob. Some people eat some other stuff, but that's pretty much it. You just eat them like that. Carl Lang says the last 10 minutes was not bad. Mealy. I'm not eating any mealy meal. That stuff's disgusting. Oh, pop mealy meal. Ugh. I don't eat that stuff. No. Now, seswa, I'll eat seswa if it's made properly, as long as they don't grind bones up in it. Ugh. Some of the cheap places in South Africa and Botswana will grind the bone. You get a little piece of bone in your seswa. Like, no thanks. Do a better job of chopping that meat up. They beat that meat. They smack it with a hammer. Yeah, seswa is good. Carl's looking forward to the England game. Well, I'll tell you what. If it's not a half century mark for South Africa, I'll consider it a failure next week. Anyway, that's my expectation. It's going to be the result. All right, we're done getting. Yeah, mealy meal is corn. I know that, but I don't eat it. It's just bland. Corn on the cob isn't bland. Corn on the cob is steamed, and then you smother it in butter and salt. Oh. Yep, and you eat it just like you're cutting the lawn. Yeah, good stuff. I was delighted for Fiji. So was I, Carl. That was exciting. I wanted to cover the game, but the crabs come with no sauce. No. Crab cakes come typically with sauce. People make a different remoulade or different sauces for it, or some people put mustard on their crab cake. I do that. Crab cake is a fried crab meat mixed in with egg and with a few other things. Sometimes crackers. You mix it up. Crab cakes are pretty good. But with crab, they're steamed with a flavoring, and we have some pretty famous flavorings here on the East Coast, and so then they sprinkle on top of it. So there you go. CB, when I was younger, we could afford to get a bushel, and then everybody ate a bushel of them, then a half bushel. Now I just get a dozen because I can't really afford any more. If I want to eat crabs, they're just expensive. Today there's $20 off, which is pretty significant. So the crabs are affordable. But yeah, I'm really pushing my luck with buying all these crabs. So anyway, maybe I should make a video of me eating steamed crabs. Maybe I should do that. But the problem is I might have to have multiple cameras set up for the stream. So maybe what I'll do is just video myself doing it, and then stop the camera, wash my hands, because I get the spice all over my hands and it's wet. And then some people are probably going to be grossed out by when the crab, you smack them. First off, what you do is I break the legs off, the claws and legs off, set them aside. Then I try to take the back fin off. You pull it off, you break it off. Then I smack the shell in the center, snap it, pull that off. Then you clean the innards out. Marilyn says no. Karl Langs in Germany, we cook beef Putki outside. Ja, also darf ich da mal fragen, Karl, wo sonst? Wo in Deutschland? Stuttgart, München, Berlin, wo? Wo eigentlich? Können Sie mir sagen, wo in Deutschland wohnen Sie? Das möchte ich wissen. Okay, yes, please, do that, says Sue. Okay, crab cruelty. It's not cruelty, they're dead. The cruelty is when they cook them. They steam them alive. Sorry, folks, true story, they steam them alive. Anyway, they also make a crab chowder. I'm not a big fan of it, but I've had it. It's not bad. They have cream of crab soup, and they have Maryland crab soup, which is kind of like vegetable soup, but it's really good with lots of crab meat in it. Anyway, so yes, please do it, says Sue. Okay, I'll think about it for today. I'll have to get the tripod out and set the camera up, turn the lights on in the kitchen. And what I do is you have to put down on the table. You have to have a big flat table to do this. And typically, what happens is people use butcher paper, that brown butcher paper, or newspapers. I'm cheap, so I use newspapers. I set the newspapers out, lay all the newspapers out, and then put it down, and then grab the crabs out. So yeah, the only problem I have is the guys that provide me crabs do a great job, but a lot of times what they call large aren't large, what they call medium aren't medium. Kind of like I got a dozen large Friday, and they were more like a handful of large and some smalls. But anyway, so there you have it. So folks, wow, it's been exciting. We peaked today, and how many people? Let me see what the peak was in this stream. It was 1160, is that right? 1168 was the peak. Well, 1168 live for the broadcast, and we stayed over 300 viewers for most of the stream. We've just dropped under that now, going down 230s. People are not interested in the story about eating steamed crabs. Crayfish in South Africa. Yeah, crayfish aren't bad, but I'm not big on lobster, but I will eat steamed crabs. Anyway, all right, that's going to do it. I'm going to wrap it up here, folks. Thank you all. So 4 tries from South Africa. Makazole Mapimpi, Thomas Dutoy, his first ever try in an international test match. Makazole Mapimpi and Jasper Visa. And there's 4 of them. By the way, Quagga Smith got his 50th test match today. That's why it was starting. I missed your streaming today. I was busy with the game. I'm streaming here, Carl. What do you mean? You mean my news? I didn't do the news today. I didn't do that. I did another stream with MV Velman. So, all right, that's going to wrap it up. Let me turn off these things. Hang on a second here. Turn off the tries. Final score 32-15. South Africa beats Scotland at Murrayfield. And so Scotland has not beat South Africa in a long time, folks. And that continues. Cheers. We'll catch you, well, next week right here for a lot of big games on Friday. Cheers. Have a good one, folks. Bye.
Over the edge, feel like I'm floating through the air. The pain I felt is paid